Okay, so we are back after a week off. Well, a fortnight off, as the case may be.
Yep.
Session. Thingamabob. It is session number 167, or Phase 3, Season 3, Episode 23. Lots of threes today.
Yeah.
At the table today we have Martin.
G'day. I'm playing Rakash Yajirit, a silver dragonborn, Path of the Water, and he can swim underwater, and he's a sailor, and
He
that'll
hits
do.
things.
What?
He hits things.
Yeah, that's right. But mostly with his sword rather than his shield.
Yeah, but he still hits.
Yes.
Hit. You're a barbarian.
Also at the table today we have Paul,
Who is a non-hitty person, even though I wear a sword.
which is currently missing.
I've got another one. Which I also don't use. Tall, scrawny, attractive, diplomatic, pleasant person, party healer, occasional machine gun. The scion of two peoples, both of which dislike each other. One of them lethally. And also the greatest enemy the elves have ever had. Just ask them.
And their greatest saviour at the same time.
And their greatest saviour. Doing the same thing. But what the stories tell and what's actually happening are two different things.
Well, technically, all the stories were accurate.
Just incomplete.
Well, just because they didn't know what was happening.
I know that I didn't say it's their fault it's incomplete. It's still incomplete.
And just because their assumptions with the information they were given also was wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. It is interesting how you can interpret things.
Yes.
Online today we have Jeremy.
Good evening all, I am playing Drakdimmer, the Atruaghin tribesman. Started out as a lawman, looking after a couple of younglings that had been sent out into the world. Unfortunately, those younglings did not survive their environment too long, and so Drakdimmer was banished from the tribe for a time, partly because he'd also got too old for the purposes, but has since been welcomed back by Kurgan himself, having been transformed by Kurgan and the Great One to lead the Kurgan tribesmen on their prophesied swarming of the lower lands.
Concrete.
Which, as it turns
Conquering
out,
of the world.
Kurgan managed to, managed to ensure at least he's supportive of the Darrican Empire in its fight against the Master.
Yes.
And it turns out the Atruaghin are more than happy to support the fighting, as they all fight everyone.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, the hard bit is getting him to stop.
Well,
They'll stop. They'll stop as soon as they've got everyone.
They are prophesied to litter the field with the skulls of those who live there,
Yes, everyone who isn't them.
including the party.
Yes.
But hey, that's in the future, don't worry about it.
They're like many other cultures. Everyone else dies except us because they're all wrong. And in the case of the Atruaghin, because they've been subjugated by a lot of the other cultures. They've actually got a reason for thinking like that.
And
It's not a good one, but it's a reason.
And they are far more powerful than they believed they were.
Yes.
And they have been unleashed. Also online today, we have Akesoli.
Hello, I am playing Kupo Lani Alkai. She goes by Lani, holder of many titles. The Makai human fighter, Time Lord, basically. Person who is not allowed to talk about what's gonna happen. Otherwise, she has to make it happen. And yeah, no, definitely just somebody who was very boastful and kind of showed off and for a lot of different reasons, and then that slowly became all right, you're showing off, so here's some things to humble you. So yeah, it's a fun time.
And hey, you have successfully pulled off most of your showing off without killing yourself yet.
Yeah. Yes, there's
Yeah, true. Other things have killed me.
a couple of times.
I was gonna say, I think I'm up to, what was it? We counted up to like 17, 18 lives at this point, which is
Something like that. 2 of them in
fairly low considering the stuff that we've faced, but it's
Yeah.
still concerning.
3 or 4 of them in one fight.
Yep.
One of them in one hit. Sorry,
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 deaths with one hit.
I think it was like 3 or 4 in one hit. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It is interesting what things can do to you. And at the moment, lastly online we have is Grant.
Playing Father Pat, an old soldier who has learnt one thing throughout his army career, which is never volunteer. Unfortunately, he isn't always successful at practicing said time.
Yeah.
Many things can happen. And depending on how she feels, we should also have Ariadna join us. Would someone like to introduce Calcrix for her?
Calcrix, the white dragon with the jazz wings, aging slowly as dragons do, is functionally a perpetual teenager.
Body aging far faster than
True.
experience says.
Yes. Yeah, she's aging physically, from our point of view, relatively slowly. But yeah, she's growing up fast.
From a dragon's
learning
perspective,
things.
she's 13 years
Yeah.
of age calendar, but
Yeah.
she has the body of a dragon of almost 2 centuries.
Yeah, sorry, true. She's growing up faster than her actual age. On the other hand, mentally she's still a teen in many ways.
Oh, she regresses sometimes.
She's nominally white, but she has many colours of other scales, which she often paints over white.
With the assistance of a plant fey.
Eep. Yes, she is Eep, the dark fey plant creature, who can be very, very scary indeed. Having eaten a demon at one point.
They have learnt that Eep is completely represented differently in the Fey Dark than Eep is in reality.
Yeah. Yes. It's like a
Reality is
tree
like
into the Fey Dark.
a pinprick of Eep in this world.
Yeah. Yes. She has a presence here. She's not actually here in a lot of respects.
Which makes it really easy to destroy things on other planes.
Yeah. Point Eep at it. Daughter of the 2 dragon gods that we're trying to bring back, or in the middle of bringing back, or
The dragons are trying to
coming
bring
back.
back.
The dragons are trying to bring all sorts of things.
If the dragons bring them back, it means
Yeah.
war.
Yeah, which is why we're trying to bring them back in a certain way where it doesn't.
If they come back, it's guaranteed to be war.
Yeah, but if we get just Io back,
Io never left.
but he's also both of them.
No, he's not in this world. They're his kids.
I thought you were talking about him being both of them at one point.
He's represented as being both of them.
Ah, right. Yeah, that was what it was.
Because law never matches reality.
Yeah.
Which is where the fact that law will get it wrong completely in many occasions.
Yeah.
Simply because that's what people believe. And you'll probably have books written about how he splits in 2 and becomes both.
Which he will laugh at, along with his kids.
Yes.
He'll point at it and go, yeah, humans. I like
And
that.
that's why you'll get some NPCs giving you lore that is completely fabricated from start to finish and doesn't help you at all except confuse you, but they believe it 100%.
Yes. Because somebody did and somebody else believed them. or someone was trolling people and people believed them.
Okay, we also
Particularly when there's Loki involved.
we may also have Sizio join us for Seeker.
Yeah.
Would someone like to describe that for Rhiannon, please?
Sizio, I can't remember offhand.
Is the
So
winter form
The winter
of
form of
Seeker.
Seika. Yeah.
I'm not quite familiar with Sizio. Is she
No.
a rogue?
Suyo is a scholar, is the way
Yeah.
that Rhiannon describes her.
Noting that rogues are skill monsters.
And like that's the thing is like technically is trained as a rogue, but
Yeah. But
is kind of seen as a scholar, always knows
Yeah.
the book, writing things down is definitely
Sizio
mind.
was a spy.
Yeah.
Technically,
And-
all five are a spy.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Sizio is specifically the I'm going to spy and take notes and things. Whereas Seika is the one who goes and gets stuff. But yeah, very much knows lots of stuff, memorizes lots of stuff, stands back and analyzes. Whereas Seika will go and nick your underpants.
Jeez.
You rude boy.
Yeah.
Yes, I will clean you until you leave, and then I'll take your spot because you made it nice and warm.
Yeah. Nice of you. Thank you very much.
Great job, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I continue off the story, I'll get someone to do a what happened last time, because I did give a few of you a slideshow view of what had been happening.
Yeah. I'll do the quick version.
Yes.
So we are currently in the we were in the mansion of what's their name? Started with an F.
Fistandia.
Because that's Dragonlance.
Yes. Fistandia.
It's very similar.
Right.
Yeah. Fistandia. There we go. Yep. So we were in Fistandia's mansion, and we were kind of going around trying to collect books and things like that we needed in order to kind of. We found basically these books from puzzle boxes and things like that. So we started collecting them, going through the room. Thankfully, the fairy dragons gave us a tour and helped us through everything. They were Euphoria and Cumin were their names, which was fun.
Yeah.
And so we're finding all the different puzzle books throughout the different rooms, all the different meanings, different stuff. In all of that, there was also there was a secret door that also had a thing where, as each individual character looked in, it had books about their own life in there that only they could see, which was very interesting. And throughout this, there's some like weird timey-wimey stuff going on and all that stuff. We're like, wonder what that's all about. Fairy dragons told us. So there's some interesting things outside. So Lonnie goes out and faces the Time Reapers, which are bony-looking drazzles, which was very interesting because Lonnie previously purposely turned back time in order to save Sizio from creating a paradox.
The party's still at risk of paradoxes from what they've seen, just that
Yes.
it isn't creating instant paradox.
Yes.
Yeah,
We were,
exactly.
Sizio
Which-
did.
we were pretty
Sizio
careful
did.
about that mostly.
So, with that, they asked Lonnie, do you accept responsibility for this person? I very carefully decided to say yes. And this is what they said, what I wrote down is, then their fate is bound to yours and they share in your failures. And I'm just realizing they, them can also be plural. This has me concerned. So, I don't know if that was me writing it down or if that was the actual quote. I'm just going to go with, I'm going to have to go double check what the actual quote was.
Yeah.
Because that's very interesting. So anyway, we do all this. We keep going through all the rooms. All the rooms are actually really interesting. We get all the puzzle books. And with this, we actually find a summoning room that has 7 elements, not 5. And with that, Lonnie gets a premonition of the future of a huge fireball, which is a shattering of the 5 elements, which then adds more elements. So this is a premonition image that Lonnie got. So we put together all the puzzle books, and it gives us Luel in the Wrath of the Immortals, which is a book that Luel apparently has written. Or how the 5 spheres turned into 7. So that is a very fancy book, which is very interesting, that we should not read. And as we
Probably will.
as we read and all that stuff,
Yeah.
as you read, the words start to form. It's pretty cool. And as we're doing all that, then time changes, and we are back in the forest where the time wave picked us up at. All the way back with full memory of what we did.
And of the amusing thing is, the party with the time jump aged except for Lani.
Yeah.
And then when the time rewound, the party got younger except for Lani.
Yeah, because she's already partly outside it.
Well, technically she didn't exist for the time the wave had transferred.
Oh, yes, good point.
But everyone remembered her being there because time does like to mess with people.
The other thing is, she existed at the beginning and the end of that travel.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see anything in the middle. The fact she didn't exist at that point doesn't matter.
And as far as the other characters were concerned, the time happened. You did think you just
Exactly.
couldn't say anything from that time period because it just wasn't accessible.
Yes. So Lani had a time exclusion.
Which, if I had this in real life, I'd get so much done.
Yeah.
And
And Rob Banks.
just because
Right.
it does really suit where we are, and you will, for the people online not able to see.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
that looks cool.
Yeah. And Star Shaman sounds like something that Claw wants to be.
So that pretty much suits the Atruaghin as well as the Nether.
Yeah.
So it is a base point of rewriting the Atruaghin to be more than just American Indian transplant with no real fantasy,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
which is how it's written in the actual
Yes.
module.
Which is why they age so much faster than anyone else, visibly anyway, because they don't have the magical medical technology everybody else does. Because if you've got even low-level cleric spells plus lots of people with cantrips, most modern medical issues don't exist, or they don't for very long.
And it's a choice if you want that to happen.
Hmm.
But I believe most of them want to get grizzly and looking old because the older they look, the wiser they are.
Yeah. Until they get to the point of, look, I'm 35. Yeah, I'm too old now.
Yeah. Get 12 from the clan.
Yeah. All this heroing is a young man's game, right?
Well, reaching the age of 25 is such an accomplishment amongst the Atruaghin that it's celebrated. Reaching the age of 30 is so unheard of that very few actually think about it.
Yeah. And that's because either their health sucks or their infant mortality is absolutely stupid.
Their society of war is one where a mistake is death.
Yeah. Well, the Aboriginals had much the same thing. It was uncommon for a male to live past about 40, usually because somebody had stabbed him by that point. It wasn't the health. It was the culture of violence.
Well,
The same thing in New Guinea as well.
That's why the shamans seem to just continue on.
Yeah, because they don't get into fights.
Yeah. Okay, so with our characters, I believe Calcrix has a mountain lion mount sized for a where she's either shrunk down or it's extremely large. I can't quite remember.
I think she shrunk down.
I made an assumption.
That is a perfectly reasonable assumption. Thank you.
Lani is on a saber-toothed tiger.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I'm on an axe beak. Quite a large
Rakesh
one,
is
apparently.
on a woolly mammoth.
Yes.
Yes.
Father Pat is on a triceratops. Draknamar is on
Yep.
a megalosaurus, or Irish elk, as the case may be.
Basically, the great help that he normally rides
And
before he picked up Drake.
Seeker
Yes.
is on a marsupial lion.
Yeah.
Because you can't bring in summon animals into this world.
Mm.
And if you do bring in the summon animals, they can never leave.
Right. I would have to get a new one.
Well,
Yeah.
that they would basically be in agony the entire time they're here, unable
Yeah.
to depart.
Yeah. Not something I would do to a critter. Hello, little puss. Would you like the light?
Okay.
You would like the light.
Where is the section I'm
The photon hunter is back.
going? Okay, so you have just left the clan known as the Great Rider Clan
Mm-hmm.
because they ride.
Yes, which is why we now have these beasties.
That's,
And did they provide the mounts, or
They
we
provide-
made ourselves look good by riding on those mounts?
They provided the mounts and their lens. They were borrowing them.
Yeah.
because you have to be careful where you take the mounts because
Thank you.
the mounts aren't impervious.
Yes.
Thank you.
And they're probably not level matched either. That, by the way, is one of the things I quite like. The thing I've got for D&D 4, which could be expanded for 5 and level up or whatever, where if you have a mount that you want to be a combat companion, which is what you want to do if you're a mounted knight or whatever, your animal companion, whatever it is, pet or whatever, actually matches your level as you level, similarly to the way a ranger's one does.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you can always have your assistant pet, even if it's not a magical companion or whatever, be actually useful in combat.
Or at least useful because
Or at least
in
useful.
a lot of these things with the
Yeah.
abilities you get, a tier 1 character is very well matched with any of the creatures you can find as
Oh, yeah.
companions. But
Yeah.
when you get into tier 2
But
and
it's-
higher,
They're basically nothing.
yeah, they're basically a meal for you, and that's
Yeah,
about
that's
as
right.
useful as they become.
Yeah, but with this you can have a level 25 character with his pet mastiff that he's had since level 1 that's got scars all over it and is still combat capable,
Okay, so
which is just cool.
as part
Yeah.
of your travels with the Great Rider clan,
Yeah.
each of you were given a set of bone harpoons on leather ropes, as because basically they fight from the back of a mount,
Yeah.
and that's their clan weapon.
So it's their
Yeah,
traditional
throw,
stuff.
throw the harpoon, you can bring it back again without
Yeah.
dismounting.
Yes, but we have been armed per their tribal requirements, even though some of us absolutely suck at them. Because I'm a caster.
And Dracnimmer is appreciating the
Yeah.
weapons made of a true material.
Yes.
And you've each been
Well-
given a heavy hide coat lined with mammoth bone,
Ooh.
which is their traditional armor.
Yes.
Because hey,
Which is very cool.
Impact armor for falling off a mount is always useful.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Make a
reinforce
note
so
of
you don't actually go crunch when you hit things.
that. Yeah. I'm actually going to make a note of that because that actually sounds like something we call to keep.
And you've heard stories of the clan before you left about their totem is known as the World Dreader, as in Treader.
Right.
And it's a six-tusked mammoth that is so large that it creates valleys with every step.
Oh. That takes Gargantuan, colossal, to new depths.
Well,
heights.
it is their it's like the World Serpent sort of storyline.
Yeah,
or
destroy a
the
star.
rainbow serpent from Aboriginal mythology.
So it is basically a creator level creature.
A bit like some of the creatures we had on Dinosaur Island, Island of Dread. Yeah.
But hey, it might have been comparatively large creatures.
Yeah.
And there may have been what was in the Hollow World before the gods got here.
Also possible. Given some of the things we've seen, it's actually probable.
The gods don't really know how the world came about.
Yeah.
So you do have some notes about the Great Rider clan. Their most notable thing is the fact that they all have megafauna mounts.
Yeah.
And they don't actually have settlements. They have overly large animals.
Yeah.
And their settlements are spanning between them. And they all move as a like you'd imagine a nomadic caravan to move. Except you can't imagine anything stopping these guys.
But Dracula is feeling quite culturally comfortable.
I somehow almost like imagine if it was Mad Max, but always on the move on top of animals.
Yeah. There is a game where there is exactly that. It's a village on top of a walking beast.
They're constantly on the hunt for fresh grass.
Yeah. Yes. Of course, the magical equivalent of something this big is a Tarrasque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so having some insight as to how you got to your next part of the story.
Yes.
You do realise that you now have another 7 clans to get details of.
Right.
Another 7 what?
Clans to gather info from.
Is that making it 8 total?
It is.
Okay.
And that the
Which is a bit interesting.
the number of clans is not static.
Right.
At this point in time, there are 8. But the cultural thing is the clans grow and shrink over time as the people change and move, and old clans reform, new clans.
But the clans remain. It's just details change. Yeah.
The beliefs always continue on.
Yeah.
And each clan is named after the most powerful tribe that forms the clan.
Yeah.
And there are thousands of tribes.
Yes.
So just because there are 8 clans doesn't mean that's all they'll ever be. And for them, the number of people is not as important as what sort of impact the person who's leading the clan does.
Yeah.
So some sort of champion or personality takes charge. It's not might makes right. It's whoever can convince the others to follow them by whatever means.
Yes.
Just because it's been a while since we've been like a number of physical game sessions from down here, and I've missed a few of them.
Yeah.
Just trying to remember, what are we actually down in the Hollow Wood for again?
to get information from the lighthouse, which is a honking great
It
library.
was still looking for the lighthouse. Yep. Okay,
Yes.
that's right. I
And-
thought that was the case, but I couldn't remember which section
Yeah.
I was in. So.
And the amusing thing is, you know how to find it. You've just got to do the work.
Yes, because there are specific things we have to do to find it, and just knowing where it is is step one.
And technically,
Yeah.
you a few sessions ago, you were there.
Yeah, that's what I was. Because I thought that I was thinking we were looking for the lighthouse, but then I was looking back to other
Yeah.
stuff. I thought, hang on, have we already been there? Was that something else?
We got close to it, and we had to go and talk to clansmen first.
All good.
It was, they said we had to go do a favor first before we can get to the lighthouse, and the favor
Yes.
was going to Vistandia's mansion and getting the book.
Yeah.
So now we gotta do the whole work of getting back to the lighthouse.
Okay, so technically now we're doing the 6 months that we apparently tried to jump forward and we don't really remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay, yes. Happy with that.
Okay, you have learned of the 7 other clans.
Yep.
The first one being the Ashwalker clan.
Right.
Dominated.
Ashwalker.
Yeah, the Ashwalker clan, dominated by fire types. They like to spend time along the volcanoes.
Yeah.
Then you have the Glacier Tooth clan, with the obvious aspect of they like to be around the cold.
Yeah.
Then you have the Cloudsinger clan. Most of you will have trouble, spending time with them.
Yeah.
Then you
Depends
have
on how long Dracnima can whistle for.
Well, I do have a.
technically, I believe he can whistle indefinitely with his circular breathing.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, so I couldn't
It's still-
quite hear what the statement was there, but yes, he can do it quite some time, but also obviously, if he really needs to fly for a long time, well, he just flies.
Yeah. Yes. That's the thing, though. So yes, you can use circular breathing to whistle for a long time. I would still give you a level of exhaustion every half an hour.
It is part of his process is the fact that yes,
Yeah.
he can do it longer than most, but yes, not necessarily indefinitely.
Yeah. He can't fly all day using the whistle.
Sorry, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm well behind on things. I'm just in the kitchen.
Yep.
The comment was
Yep.
about the Cloud clan, that it would be hard to visit with them. And I just
Yeah.
made a reference to your ability to whistle and fly.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one is known as the Deeproot clan, known to be along the mountain bases.
Yep. Fair. Good name for him.
Then you have the Void Shadow clan. Not many people know
Tell me more about the Deep Root clan.
They do dwarf impressions without being dwarves.
That's what I thought, yes. Okay.
Then you have the Beast Bonded clan, which
Yeah.
is different than the one you're with.
Right.
And the last one is the Vine Weaver clan. And each of them has a different aspect in what they do.
What was the last one?
Vine Weaver.
Thank you. I have barking dogs.
Yeah.
Because you did get introduced to, you had one that could communicate with animals and one that rode them. The
Yeah.
one that communicated never rode them.
Treated them as equals, not
Because
being
yes.
a burden.
I know there's only one clan that can ride animals.
Ah.
Because the rest of the clans never learned riding.
Hmm.
They will always fall off.
Yeah.
Everybody has their one trick.
Oh no, it's the thing of culturally they didn't learn.
That's right.
Yeah. That
Because
particular culture
now that
never.
they're down here, they can't technically learn new cultural tricks like that.
Yeah, and only one of them could ride. Now only one of them can ride.
Mm-hmm. As long as that tribe forms the clan, the rest of the clan can ride.
Yeah.
So the clan gets the abilities of the tribe that forms it,
Yeah.
but also retains their own tribal ability.
Mm.
So now, are all these clans concentrated in one area of Hollow World, or are they scattered all over the Hollow World?
They are scattered to the north and south of the main mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me just grab the book. So
We have much moving to do.
But luckily, we are on woolly mammoths and axe beaks.
And bloody great tigers. Yes.
Yeah, I'm concerned the Triceratops might have some problems.
No. Just go through everything. Then you have one of my
See how
lot.
we go.
Yes. Now you have one of my lot who the player has a thing for wombats. So his character is going to have a wombat for the next campaign when they do low level characters. Which is going to get particularly amusing because he's a drow. On a dire wombat.
Okay, so technically the Nether are all in one area
Yep.
along the northern tropics of the Hollow World.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They basically go from the equator up to almost the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Right. And from the perspective of, well, those characters that have read Vendrian's reports or from Dimitri,
No.
does that mean that Dimitri and Trellin and co came across these beast riders when we took a mammoth across to get to the Pharaohs?
You met the Tanagoru instead of the Nether.
Tanagora, okay, cool. That makes sense.
So they are descendants of the Nether and inherited the ability to ride mammoths.
Yeah, that's right. Because I thought I wasn't thinking they were Nether, and yeah, that's on our way to the Nithians, but happy with that.
So that's why I thought north and south. So the south of the equator is the Tanagoru. To the north of the equator is the Nether, the Oltecs, the Malfegi, the Gentlefolk, the Azkans, the Krugel Horde, the Coglor dwarves. So the dwarves that were, because the dwarves of the upper world are the second race of dwarves.
Okay.
Much like the dragons are the second race of dragons.
Yeah.
Everybody, you don't get to eat my food.
Little puss puss. Come here.
Down we go.
Here we go.
Okay, well, I would suggest we probably head towards the actual base of the mountains. It's probably the easiest one to look for first of all.
Well, from where you are, the closest ones you would probably say are the Beast Bonded or the Vine Weaver with the jungles, because of the mountains being the edges of their southern lands, where you're right in the middle of their actual lands itself. So you're going to have to go north and south at some point.
And south as well, yeah.
That's fine. We'll go to the larger cluster of them first, and then go.
And you also know you finish to the south.
There is that. So north first.
So we'll go via the beast speakers and the vines, heading towards the frost glacial ones. So, certainly, once we're out of immediate contact with the beast riders, and particularly if we're heading towards the beast talkers, Gracdimmer will no longer ride his Megalosaurus, his elk. He will walk with the elk beside him at the same, like they say, walk with the elk rather than riding the elk.
So practicing walking with dinosaurs, huh?
Exactly.
That's a shocker.
Let's face it, for Gracdimmer, he's effectively, this is just like home. He's back to having a riding elk instead of instead of Elkskin, the drake.
Yes. The one that doesn't smell right, but he's far more useful.
That's right, but he still looks like an elk because he keeps up from the tent. That's why he's called Elkskin. He's like the skin of an elk.
As long as you leave the saddle on, take the saddle off, and he looks like a drake.
Yeah. So,
Well, magic saddle.
yeah, of course.
But
It's the same with horse and Drezel.
Yes.
Except his is the bridle that holds him to the wagon.
Yes. So, of course, if you get horseshoes of the Zephyr, put them on your elk as anklets, and now you've got a flying giant elk.
But yeah, so but otherwise, Gracdimmer is happy to be leading a scout if we're moving along. But
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you find that you're moving from an area dominated by herbivores
Yeah,
into an area dominated by predators.
right.
So much so that you're starting to feel that the mounts you have may be the only herbivores in the area.
Ah, so what do the other ones eat? Each other, I'm presuming.
Well, they also prey upon everything around them. They don't necessarily prey on each other.
Yeah, but that implies they are controlled.
so
Rumors are
we
they
warned?
talk.
They're self-controlled.
And what was the statement, Jeremy?
were we warned that the beast talkers mostly talk to carnivores as opposed to herbivores or others?
Nope, they just said that they were the beast
Animal
bonded
talkers.
clan and that they bonded with beasts. Because, like any group of people, they didn't really learn much about the others except their name.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Because I'm sure that was the important part.
Are we encountering the predators before we switch over to the beast bonded?
You're encountering signs of predators and prey before you get mainly predators.
Okay.
There is a transition. But hey, considering the prey are of unusual size, and the predators don't seem to be as large.
Yeah.
I'll just carry on with the woolly mammoth.
Yes.
Most of the predators seem to be of the medium to large size. So, not as impressive as your mounts.
Cool.
I was going to say, so the point being the fact that yes, even the herbivore mounts are probably, only if there's a pack of the predators are they likely to be actually in danger. So,
Yeah.
And
But,
that
we'll
would
certainly
be a
be-
single one would be in danger. A group of them less so, because most herbivores will pack together and can pretty much defend themselves
Yeah.
in most cases.
Obviously we'll travel alert, cautiously, but yes.
Yeah.
Still aiming to move quickly.
And as you're moving through the area, Lani does notice that her mount seems to be listening into stuff.
you
So
got
I'm
the
just
sneaky
gonna,
one.
I guess, try to pay attention
As
to
most of you are just traveling through, doing stuff.
Yeah.
That mount seems to be swiveling and looking in various places.
I'm just gonna
Hmm.
try to follow whatever it seems to be, like moving with the group, but just trying to, I guess, try to tune in to see what it's trying to see or what it's trying to point out?
Give
So what Mount Line is?
What it's paying attention to.
Saber-toothed tiger.
It was Sabertooth, yep, happy with that.
Yeah. So I'm.
Give me a perception roll.
Yep. Ooh. Hold on. Give me dice.
Are you at risk of eating our mounts?
No.
No, her mount might be, but Lani probably won't.
Well, you know.
I don't think she's got that
I got
help.
pretty good.
At least not in one sitting.
She did grow up right next to halflings.
Good point.
And she's now a leader of a halfling pirate flying ship.
And 28.
28. Okay, so yes, you believe your mount is communicating because you can feel the vibrations in its chest.
Oh.
As
Cool.
it seems to be making subvocal noises.
Cool.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Which is even below the frequency the elves can hear.
Yeah.
And is it telling you anything?
Just that it's communicating.
Okay.
Yes.
Unfortunately, she doesn't understand languages she can't hear.
Right.
It's being a cat.
Yeah. I could understand it if they wrote it down. No?
Purr.
Yeah.
Rings of animal thingy can they understand?
I'm pretty sure I don't have to speak with it all.
Well, the speak with animal may work if you you activate your ring.
I would definitely be communicating with my mount because why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So if I was communicating with my mount, presume it's activated.
One thing to remember, if you've got like Ring of Animal Friendship, like Dracula does, that it recharges at dawn.
Yeah.
And dawn might be a long way off.
No, I think it was a gift from someone and it
From Yodri,
I think it was actually Zal. She had it.
which originally came from Yodri.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which means you'll have 3 uses of it before you'll have to wait till you leave Hollow World.
Right.
Because it literally needs dawn to recharge.
Yeah.
Okay. I also think got the ritual. Is that different from the ring?
Yes, because you get to
You do it.
cast the ritual as many times as you like and get back to hit points every time you have a long rest.
Okay.
Unlike the ring, which will go, yes, waiting for the next dawn.
And then 6 months later,
Still waiting.
exactly.
Well, hey, when the Wednesday night went into the Hollow World for the first time, they agreed to go on watch until sunset.
Ah. Oops.
Of course, they didn't actually pay any attention to the statement until after they agreed and heard the NPCs laughing and walking off on them.
Yep. Yep. We're going to go off and have kids now. Bring them up, come back and see how you're doing.
Well, the comment of newbies,
Yeah.
gullible, and then trying to figure out what they were so gullible about.
That was 5 levels ago.
Well, they were level 5 at the time. Level
Right.
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When they went in there, this was predating Willie Toscable going in.
Right.
Yeah. I do have the ritual. Strangely enough, I got so many. If I next time we rest, I'll probably use it just to have a talk with my bird.
Okay, he's going to have a quick look at what happens in the Hollow World.
Yes. That might be.
Wouldn't it be more useful to talk to the saber-toothed tiger?
Why?
Because it
Well-
wants to communicate.
It's communicating with somebody.
Well, if I
Um,
recall, I actually got a same as Lani, a tiger of some sort.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
we could-
had never.
The other thing to
had an
remember,
option
or
for a mount.
with-
Yeah. So you got one, which is cool.
The other
Yeah.
thing to
Worthwhile
remember
talking
when
to
doing it as a ritual,
because if they're doing
is
those.
the difficulty of some spellcasting in the Hollow World.
Divination, from memory, doesn't have much of a problem.
From memory, it has a lot of problem.
Divination
sorry.
does,
Yeah.
yes.
Divination is a problem. In that case, speak with animals is probably either problematic or out. Sorry, I was trying to remember which ones have the issues.
And so I, as a player, I couldn't remember what the different spells had problems or not, but I knew that they do, or some of them. So,
Okay, but the thing is, you've never tried it, so.
Yes.
I have tried it. How do I?
Okay, so I believe you have tried some divination, and you do know that detecting things through magic in the Hollow World doesn't work. One of the reasons you can't find the lighthouse.
Yes.
You can't go, which way is it?
Yes.
The other thing you have learned is that communication spells also do not work in any form.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the animal friendship and marine speak with animals stuff doesn't work.
That's divination, which is another thing that has issues. Yeah.
Alright.
There are a couple of things with divination that work, but you can't detect or communicate.
Yeah.
But then again, you also have the benefits of you can't charm, compulse, or hold people in Hollow World.
Which means it can't be done on you.
Mm.
Yes. Which screws over vampires. Yay!
So
Vampires also have the slight problem of the sun.
So if you
yeah,
ever
they can wait for nightfall, they're fine.
if you ever see someone with an umbrella, run.
So abjurations seem to be
Yep.
extremely effective.
Yep.
Far more than the outside world. The spell of preservation seems to enhance every abjuration effect.
Yeah.
Conjuration, you cannot summon anything.
Mm.
You cannot use dimensional movement.
Yeah.
And you cannot create anything from nothing. But you can enhance what's already there.
Yes.
So conjuration has some things that work,
Yeah.
but not everything.
Yes.
Evocation, energy attacks are completely unknown. You'll not find someone else here who can cast it.
Yeah. Which
It's just not something they do.
no, but it's not stopped though.
And
There's
if
no
no
one.
would have stopped it, it's
No.
you won't find anyone who can do it.
Yeah. No one else who does it. Which does mean that warlocks.
Dimitri got a big surprise the first time he cast Fireball.
Yeah. Which
Shortly
means,
after we arrived.
it also means warlocks are not stomped on.
Illusions are only half as effective.
Right.
So illusions last half the time, and the DCs are halved.
Yeah.
So very easy to see through. Mostly that's to do with the fact of the source of the light.
Yeah.
Necromancy is completely unused in the Hollow World. Transmutation, changing the shape of one thing to another, does not work.
Yeah.
Enhancing things has a limited effect. Returning things to their natural state seems to work perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, having a look at the level up version of Warlock is actually, to an extent, better off because their class ability of being able to do Eldritch Blast isn't a spell score. It just happens.
And
Unless you want to call it evocation.
they do say that
Yeah.
rituals mostly work with limited effects.
Yeah.
So that was what the party did with
Yeah.
multiple travels to the Hollow World.
Yeah.
Other things that they have learned to help remind you is structures.
Yeah.
Constructing non-native things will fall apart rapidly.
Yeah. Got to go with the local environment.
Native things are far more sturdy. So in a area like you are now, a rope bridge will last longer than a stone bridge.
Yep.
It will literally hold up far more than a stone bridge can.
Yep.
And you'll look at it going, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But there is absolutely no structural integrity in
Yeah.
something that was invented after the period
Yeah.
you're in.
Yeah, so if you want to make a stone bridge, you've got to go to one of the Azcan areas to do it.
Mm-hmm. And it has to be in a style that they could do.
Yeah. So no Roman bridges.
And if you do find yourself fighting a native, fight them in a zone that they're not from.
Mm. Yeah.
Of course, finding a native in the zone they're not from is a challenge in itself.
Yeah. Because they're not going to follow you.
Basically, your weapons will treat their armor as if their armor is the best armor in the world.
Mm.
You'll have trouble getting past their armor. They will have damage reduction versus your attacks.
Mm.
They will sometimes even not feel your attack.
Yeah.
Yet, their weapons, no matter how simple, may completely ignore your armor as if your armor is tissue paper.
Mm. Just like a local will be treated like meat.
If you take a local out of their area, they will become restless and want to return to the point of eventually going insane.
Yep. Yes. Fortunately, most things are vulnerable to an eldritch blast to the face.
Mm-hmm. So they are able to ritually disconnect from their culture,
Mm. Okay.
but that means they also no longer get the benefits of their culture.
Mm. But it means they can go elsewhere without going insane.
Mm-hmm. And
You
a
can
non-native can ritually become a native.
Mm.
So any of the elves can choose to become a stone delf if they wish to.
It's not that much of an attraction to the idea.
Eternal life.
It's a place to retire to,
I don't know. I wouldn't mind being stone.
except I've got other plans. Mm.
But it's also like giving up on everything is part of their culture.
Yeah. Mm.
So that's basically the notes from the various parties of what they have managed to do in that time.
Mm.
Coming back to the usual question of whether or not anyone wants to try and use their ring to speak with animals or try a ritual, it's up to them, but be aware, it's not as simple as it might normally
we
be.
can certainly try, and we probably will.
But in the meantime, obviously, direct memory is probably as much using survival and awareness to...
Yeah.
So the question for Calcrix is, does Calcrix wish to try, now that you've got some indication that the people here seem to be able to talk to animals?
Mm.
I guess there's no harm in trying, famous last words.
I can always fix you if you break afterwards.
Calcrixes have never let those kind of setbacks stop her from trying to talk to people, including animals.
We'll see.
So, the short answer is yes.
Mm-hmm.
She
So
would try.
that means she gets to make a ritual check,
Mm.
which is an Arcana skill roll for you.
Mm.
19, so it should be.
On a 19 on your thing, with your bonuses, I would say yes, that's a success. Okay, so you seem to have found an exception to the rule.
Mm.
In this
Okay.
zone, you can communicate with animals via magic.
Which is
33.
valid given these claims.
You don't think it would work in just the Beast Rider one?
Mm.
Sorry.
But the Beast Talker one, certainly.
And you seem to find that you're gone from just hearing the conversation of the group around you and the animal noises to what sounds like a busy social event happening all around you,
Mm-hmm.
including tactical positioning.
Calcrix is well used to socialising in large groups. This doesn't faze her at all. Because
And you can also tell that the saber-toothed tiger travelling with you is telling the others to bugger off. and is swearing at them in multiple languages.
I take note of all the swear words. That'll be handy for a song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking limerick.
Most of his swear words are about him biting off parts I'd rather keep.
Grumpy kitty.
I think there's a limerick in there that Merc could write really well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take notes. Merc being from Wednesday Group.
And now you're sort of getting an inkling as to why you're not seeing any animals nearby.
No, they're being told. Yeah. They're being told to leave by a huge thing with honking great teeth.
Mm.
I'll pay attention to. Is my not saying the same thing?
Is Calquick hearing any voices that she's not understanding? I'm just imagining the idea that if you've got members of the Nether tribe who might be working with those beasts, they probably still sound like the beasts to the ear, but they wouldn't be translated by Speak with Animals. So I'm curious to know whether there's actually bestial sounds that are not being translated.
I'll give her a perception roll to see if she picks up on it.
Sorry. I got fruit hands. And I don't want to knock on my chest. 18.
No
Deception.
biting my mug holder. It's leather. So she's interested.
34.
Okay, so taking up Dracula's suggestion, you're listening out for animal noises. You're not hearing any just animal noises. So either
all talking.
either they're just all beasts, or for some reason your spell is a little more powerful than you're expecting. You're just not meant to work on non-animals.
So, I'm hearing. I know I'm hearing non-animals for lack of a better.
You believe you're hearing all the communication in this area of the forest,
Okay.
and you know that the beasts here can talk to people, and people here can talk to beasts.
From a role-playing perspective, I will call out, "Hey, Lani, they're using some great words for pirate songs."
Uh-oh. Calcrich is learning rude words again.
I will ask her about one of the swear words the Sabertooth uses, and I'll basically say, "What does that mean?"
As you hear Calcrich describe the violently ripping of someone's genitals off with your teeth.
Awesome.
Do you explain to Calcrix the meaning of the word, or do you PGify it for the 13-year-old dragon and tell her that's probably not one she wants to use in polite company?
That's something you
That
want
is-
to use when you're an adult.
It's something you use when you want to scare evil people.
Okay.
What language were the beast riders speaking when we were there?
When you were talking to them, when they were part of the other groups, they were speaking Nether,
Yep.
but they weren't speaking Nether to their mounts.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's well, the idea that I was just looking and thinking, okay, well, even if Emma can't actually sense the presence of these animals and or Nether around, figuring with a fair confidence that they are there, he could call out a greeting, but Dracnimmer doesn't speak Nether, so I don't know how much involvement he had in the communication previously. So.
Well,
I believe he may have learnt some of the words. He would at least know
Okay.
greeting.
Well, I mean, in my proficiency note, I do have the fact that he's got a language that he hasn't selected yet, so it can be nether if you want.
It would be suitable, and especially considering Carcrix would have also been helping teach you.
Yep.
As would most likely Lowell and Lani.
Yep.
Because most of them were dealing with Hollow World at some point, or expecting to.
Yep.
Whereas Rakesh would probably be wanting to learn because, hey, new stuff.
Yep.
I can teach
And-
Rakesh, I don't mind. I will attempt talking to the Sabertooth and just saying thank you for guarding us.
And getting back to your mount, with your question earlier, your mount's been deferring to the Sabertooth because he says he knows better words than he does.
I will pay rapt attention.
He can word gooder than me.
But he does.
That is not scratching.
Your mount does also mention that the Sabertooth has a little bit of a lisp.
This
Those
just
fangs, I'm not
seems
surprised.
to make it more fun.
Which can slightly change some of the words.
Right.
Again, more fun.
Yes. I will do the ritual and talk to my bird to see if he's got anything.
So he's maybe
of
like
his
a
own.
like a Mike Tyson, where yeah, he's got a lip, but he'll still knock you out.
Well, yeah, and bite your leg off.
At which point you also start hearing the aggression coming from Lani's mount.
Aggression. As
Yeah.
in, don't mess with me.
Basically, don't pick on me or I'll rip this off, or don't do this or I'll rip that off. And it always ends with ripping some part of their anatomy off, which they would rather keep.
And a little bit worried about lunch.
I think most beings enjoy keeping most of their anatomy attached.
Yeah.
I
Generally,
say most. There's some exceptions.
Okay. Well, Dracdim is going to call out to the forest in general and say that greetings. We are not here to harm or be harmed, but we shall defend ourselves if necessary. But as I say, we are more importantly just passing through, wishing to meet and greet all the tribes of the area.
Calcrix is going to chuckle to herself at the contradiction between the Sabertooth telling they're going to rip everybody's anatomy apart, and Drachnima saying, "Hi, we mean no harm. We just like to meet and greet people."
Absolutely.
hello.
Because, hey, he knows that we don't want to get in a fight in their territory. No matter what the saber-tooth tiger thinks.
No, technically, it's also the Sabertooth Tiger's territory.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, I
Just
don't
not
know.
everyone else's.
that's right. The saber-tooth tiger might be fine.
Well, he seems to be the sort of creature that other people that go, he says it's his territory, we'll let him until he leaves.
But the point is also that not that Dracnima's hearing what the saber-tooth tiger is saying, because he specifically hasn't tried to activate his speak of animals yet.
Yeah.
But the idea is that we need to meet and talk with all these tribes, so having them being warned off and saying stay away is not helping our cause right now.
Can I tell the Sabertooth Lani is writing that we need to meet the tribe in the area, and can they lead us to one without scaring them off too much?
He does stop his aggressive negotiations with the surrounding forest and says, has that, well, why didn't you say so in the first place, sort of statement.
Well, I will add this after I thank them for their garden thing and just mention that, and I'll, in answer to why didn't you say so, I only just tried the spell to understand you now, and so I did not understand you before. but I really appreciate the education in colourful language.
Well, it says if you like that, you should like the... And he then starts giving you a whole bunch of other words.
Oh,
Rude for completely different reasons.
I'll write them down.
You're teaching bad words to a child. You don't care, do you?
He says they don't learn unless you teach them. And when she learns to fulfill those instructions, then no one will mess with her.
Valid, and she already does stuff like that anyway.
So
Yeah.
knowing the words of how it works means that she will then get it right when she does it.
So he's teaching you how to intimidate people. More than you already do.
I don't think this is a bad thing. I think this is going to make awesome limerick material.
Sweary limericks.
He does ask if you wish him to bring the tribesmen here.
Yes, please.
Would not like to inconvenience them though. Happy to go to them if it's not too far.
You're just
He just has that tilty set at you with the I don't really think that means what you said it means. And then he gives out a really big yell.
Oh, because Calcrix is going to reword it to, what is the etiquette here?
the etiquette is dealing
Don't
with
mess
clans.
with the annoying big things.
Yes. Well, dealing with clans, it's often, and I've had some experience with Atruaghin, personal and social strength, expressed strength.
One can be respectful and
Oh, yeah. You can be entirely respectful and still strong.
So for most of you, there's this sudden, extremely loud roar from the saber-toothed tiger,
Yeah.
which seems to echo around the area. And those of you who understand the beast speech pick up that he's basically told them, "Get here now, or I'll do everything I was saying, and I would do to you if you did come."
Sigh.
Yeah. Forget everything I was saying, accept the consequences, do the opposite.
He is doing the show of strength, so it's absolutely valid. It's not something I'm used to, but
I was going to say, Greg was quite pleased at the moment that he's not understanding the spirit with animals, because then he's thinking, great, we're letting a saber-toothed tiger being the front-faced diplomat.
I'm sure, like, me sitting on its back, just hearing it, like, watching it roar, just like, okay. Where I'm pretty sure this is, like, just the equivalent of standing in the middle of a shopping center and being like, or whatever.
yeah. Well, okay, I have experienced that sort of interaction. As I said, I've had some experience with the Atruaghin. But also, as I said, it isn't something I'm used to. So...
It's not normal etiquette.
No, it's not normal etiquette.
But it is for
right
tradesmen.
here, and it is normal for Dracomir. So getting back into it is something I shouldn't have too much of a problem with. Me
And
being
you hear a
forceful.
scrambling of claws all around you.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the results.
Yes.
And you're seeing a lot of small and medium-sized saber-toothed tigers come out. Most of them with tiny teeth in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
And you're hearing some say dad, some say grandfather.
Aww.
Is this family? His or her?
The Mounties are he. It's your
Family.
wife, father,
Oh
and
yeah,
grandfather.
grandfather and father.
Mm.
Sorry, grandly slow today.
All good. I'm always happy to repeat and try not to be sarcastic about it.
Acting will be attacking the shoulder of Elkin, or the flank of the elk, and just keeping it calm.
Mm.
While he's standing beside it. So, Do any humanoids come out with the saber-tooths?
You do see that some of the saber-tooths seem to turn into humanoids.
Okay.
Skinwalkers or change peoples or
People who seem to be able to take on the forms of those they communicate with. Which is technically where the Atruaghin came from.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the root of their ability.
Mm.
But for them, these guys can only turn into one animal.
Yeah. With that help.
But then they also are that animal.
Yeah.
So no matter what form they're in, communicating with a beast is communicating with them. Which is why the Speak with Animals works on them, because they are considered animal as well as humanoid.
Yes, the tiger weird versus weird tiger.
Yeah.
But so Grakdima's made it looking a great tiger clan. Marvelous.
And hey, it is the same saber-toothed tigers as the ones that are in the Atruaghin clans, because that's who
That's
they
right.
are.
So he's currently thinking, gee, be nice for my consort to be here now.
Okay, so you have come across the saber-toothed tiger tribe of the beast-bonded clan.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to be happy to come and bow towards their parent and wait to see what happens. As the saber-tooth who called them all then turns and looks at Luel. And apparently Lani's mount is now speaking for the tribe.
Apparently, that's where I'm like, I'll kind of like look at the other guys and like, should I?
Did
No.
was there any reaction? And so having Grakdima called out before that we're here, come help. Now that some have taken humanoid form, do any of them speak?
They do seem to speak in the same beast voice, even in humanoid form.
Okay. Which means I'm going to have to keep recasting this.
Well, you haven't noticed your spell drop.
That's a good point. You did say yours was particularly effective.
Yeah. Okay. Normally it only lasts 10 minutes, so
I know.
presumably it's lasting
I know.
longer here.
That's what I was thinking.
You have a feeling it's not going to drop until you leave the zone,
Yeah. Interesting and useful.
no matter how long you rest.
Yeah. Because it'll fall off at dawn.
I like talking to animals.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't always want to hear what they say back, but hey.
Well, particularly when they swear like a soldier.
Yeah.
And it seems that all the animals here have been told, don't harm the mounts. Or the people riding them.
Yeah.
That's the important thing.
But they did start off with the mounts are important, don't harm them, because the saber-tooth seems to know them all.
Yes.
So I'm guessing this culture very much respects animals.
Well, when Grakdima realises that they're still only talking in animal speech, Grakdima will activate one of the charges on his ring.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I will mention that those of us who have animal speaking on, it hasn't fallen off yet. And it's been more than 10 minutes. So if you've got it, it'll probably last.
And since no one else seems to have said anything, Grakdima will again stress that we are pleased to meet with the Beast Talker clans. Are there others of your? Are there other shapes that clans in present?
Well, they are nearby the wolf
Giving
clan.
up on them?
Sorry, the wolf tribe.
You giving up on the strawberries?
I'll have a
No.
couple.
Yeah. That's right.
And there are a couple of other. There's the Vulture tribe, the Spider tribe.
Yeah. Spiders. Okay.
Everybody's favorite.
Man,
Thing.
they're literally the Spider clan, top of the Tiger clan, down with some of the leeches.
Yeah.
Certain spiders are part of them, and
There's also the Crocodile clan, tribe, Crocodile tribe.
Lizards and snakes.
I know the tiger's got sloth, piranha, jaguar, chameleon, monkey, vampire bat, cougar, parrot, python, and peacock.
Gee.
Yeah. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah, the Atruaghin tiger clan is
Get
the
them live
largest
out. They're hot.
group of tribes.
They are hot.
Yeah.
Nom nom. Thank you.
He likes his popcorn as long as we don't have kernels in it.
Right.
Vet said he can eat it.
Do the ones that have taken humanoid form,
Mhm.
have they taken, or there might be variations, have they taken a full humanoid form, or have they stopped in a hybrid form?
A mix.
Or
A majority of them are hybrid, with a couple of them being more human.
Okay.
So any modesty bits are just covered in fur.
That's enough.
Because why deal with clothes when you can just leave fur there?
Yeah. Being a furry, best way to go, right?
They all look like they've got fur onesies.
Yeah.
As pleased we are to meet with the beast stalkers.
I am going to give Drachnama a diplomacy check to see how well he can diplomatize a meeting with people who share his concept, but not as refined as he is.
I was going to say that, yes, as part of the process, Drachnama will actually take half dragon form. So, and be explaining his culture, where he's from. What was it? Persuasion, you said?
Yep. Yep.
Or diplomacy?
I did say diplomacy,
But if I say diplomacy is not actually a one anymore.
which
it's
is
a-
which is roughly in the persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Here's your popcorn.
25.
Okay, they listen to your
Very nice.
compelling argument and very rapidly listen, which is unlike most of the Atruaghin you've dealt with in your entire lifetime.
Okay.
But then again, you do notice that sitting right behind you is the saber-toothed tiger, who is 2 to 3 times their size.
Yep.
So,
Yes, they're very attentive. And yeah, okay. Well, Drachnama is certainly interested in if they're willing to offer any hospitality, that'd be good. But also interested to know. So he mentioned we're nearby the Wolf Clan at the moment.
Okay.
But
They try to reciprocate with talking about their culture and beliefs,
fair.
because
Yeah.
of most of them consider themselves animal first and person second,
yep.
because they will live most of their life in animal form.
Yeah.
And it's so much so that animal form becomes their natural form.
You don't get more until you eat the one down there.
It's, tiger weird rather than weird tigers.
Yep.
Or what is generally referred to as the jackal-were type.
Yeah.
instead of lycanthrope.
No, that's not
And
close.
they do talk about how the Sabertooth tribe and the Direwolf tribe are the two most powerful tribes of the clans. Not because their forms are the most powerful, but they are the most coordinated of all the tribes.
Yeah.
And
They're pack hunters.
they are pack hunters, and
Yeah.
if there's ever a threat to the clan as a whole, those two tribes will lead the charge.
Yeah.
And their version of leading the charge is they will literally attack from the sides and the rear and the above and below, never
Yep.
from the front.
That's right, absolutely. Yes, the ones at the front can be a distraction for the others to attack from the flank and the rear.
So,
Yep.
nothing ever attached from the front when they're in charge. The distraction is in the front and
Yep.
making someone charge after a distraction,
Yep.
but never engaging at the front.
Yep. You don't engage
Yeah.
at the front. The only thing you do at the front is get out there and make a lot of noise and distract them. Wolves do that.
And their primal totem is known as the Pack Father.
You can eat your popcorn
Okay.
over here.
Massive hybrid entity with the body of the nether and multiple heads of a wolf, bear, and cat.
So what are we meant to be doing here?
We're supposed to
So-
learn
so there
about
is another-
other cultures.
Yeah, we're supposed to learn-
Important totem tribe.
That is the main belief of this tribe is
Yeah.
the shape changing. The animals are who they are, which is why they don't ride them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Which is
I've
why Dracula was not riding him.
subtly left.
Yeah.
Well, they don't mind other people riding them, but they don't ride their siblings, their parents.
Yeah.
That would just seem as wrong.
Unless they're being kinky, and that's in private.
Well, the amusing thing, in comparison, the tiger clan of the Atruaghin, who can also shape change, will literally ride their relatives in the battle.
Mm.
They recognise it's a powerful force, but
Yep.
he's faster than two legs.
As there are no natural saber-tooths in the Atruaghin land, they're all shape-shifted tribal people.
Yeah.
Idris.
And basically they are, once they become a member of the tribe, the first predator they bond with becomes their form.
Yep.
Because
So-
all members born of the tribe are either born as an animal or born as a human without the talent to change.
Right.
Because they do not naturally pass on the ability to change.
Right. Okay.
So they do actually have some humans or permanent humanoids in the clan.
They do. They are raised with the animals.
Yeah. So. What we need
So I
to,
guess
so we need to be
like
learning
after
about.
we've been chatting for a little, like 10 minutes or something type stuff,
Yeah.
or whatever, are they willing to offer hospitality in a location, or are we hanging around this clearing, whatever it was, where we decided to stop and call them in?
Well, now that you've actually asked of that, they're willing to take you off into their holdings.
Willing to
And there
go.
are various ones of them.
Yeah.
We would also be very interested in meeting representatives of the other clans.
Yeah.
Or from their perspective, other tribes of their group.
Correct, yeah.
Because the clans is the big one, the tribes are the
Yes.
small ones.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they do say that in their area, any creature you see has the potential to be both creature and person.
Yep. That's fair.
Considering they can talk to every animal in their region.
Is there any distance limitations?
We'll definitely not be hunting anything.
How far you can hear, they say.
Mm.
Because it's not a mental thing, but they can mentally communicate with the leader of their tribe.
Right.
So their alpha has the ability to mentally send out messages, commands, summons.
Right.
And that applies across all the tribes, not just the pack tribes.
They say yes and no. Both the Direwolf clan and tribe and the Sabertooth tribe definitely can do it. The other tribes, they believe, have the potential to do it, but they think they're a little too, shall we say, lazy to either listen to what the alpha says or the alpha to actually send out the command.
Which tribe
Yep.
is that? Sorry?
They
All the other tribes, except for the Dire Wolf and the Sabertooth, don't seem to have a pack mentality,
so they're slackers and don't practice.
which is why they don't rule the clan.
Yeah. They're less cohesive as an individual
Yeah.
tribe. So,
Yes.
Whereas the bear shifters, as they call them, are amongst the most powerful of their clan,
They're most powerful only individually.
and they're the ones who, if might made right, would lead.
Yeah. But might makes right only when you're a group of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
and no two bear shifters can agree on anything.
Ah.
So they've never had an alpha.
Yeah. Hello, you.
And
The only thing the bears agree on is not to agree.
Come here.
that is correct, they say. And with the whole, if one does dominate another, the others won't respect either. So it's not about, they will not bow down to another bear. Whereas if a wolf or a tiger shows that they are worthy of leadership,
Yep.
everyone will just follow them because they have shown they are worthy.
Mm.
Even if they choose to move on and do other things.
Yep.
How do they show that they are worthy of leadership? What kind of actions speak to that? Do they have any stories they could tell?
When they talk about
Yeah.
a leader in their perspective, he's not someone who is out for personal gain,
Mm.
but looks after the tribe.
Yep.
The tribe comes first.
You
The
have to be.
survival of the tribe comes first.
Yes.
Right.
You have to be the leader, not the one in front.
And if the tribe falls, then you're obviously not a leader.
Yeah.
If
So you need to be either a pack creature at origin, or when you've got intelligence, be willing to work like one,
Mm-hmm.
which is what the tigers are doing.
in the
Yeah.
spirit of exchanging his Catholics will tell him a story about an elf called Yawning Portal, who is an elf but considered a leader amongst the dwarves in our world. And she might tell one of the well-known stories about him and his leadership.
I'll give you a persuasion roll to see how well you can tell the story.
I will assist by using
What a
illusion
performer.
spells.
In which case you get
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, illusion still works, right?
So not performance, but
Only very inefficiently, but
Yeah.
for the purpose of storytelling, they're perfect.
Yeah.
This case they're
Yeah.
after the content, not the way it's delivered.
okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to help by illustrating it using simple illusion.
And does that how
So you
does
get an
that
assist. You get +2.
plus
Well,
two?
no, not +2. It's is it advantage or?
I gave her advantage this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
advantage. So,
So
roll
Because of the content, it made
Yeah.
it so much easier.
Yeah, that's fair. Plus the fact I've met him, which does help.
So don't forget, first roll was 16.
Mm-hmm.
Second roll is 18.
I believe we'll forget the first roll and go for the second roll.
Yes.
Because
That sounds like a
persuasion,
plin.
So that is
And a Puri agrees.
plus
Yes.
As long as he doesn't disturb.
Well, while he's in my arms,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
No.
18 plus 15.
Well, starting at
34.
18. Starting at 18 and going plus means you're getting a big number.
Oh, plus 2, 36.
They are completely interrupted by the story. Because, hey, it is talking about that being different doesn't mean you can't lead.
And storytelling is a big part of the culture.
Calcrix is very pleased that Luel is doing the illustrations, but she will take from her bag a gem sculpture that she's done of Aeon as well.
Nice.
Am I
Okay.
getting his name correct?
Aeon Tree Life.
Yes.
In return, you do hear a story of the old chief, and about how he basically led for many years until he decided that it was time for the next generation to take on.
Cool.
And after many stories of this old chief, turns out that it is Lani's mount.
Ah.
So he decided to try something different.
I will sketch said mount. And also make note of the tale for my story journal.
And from their belief system, once a chief, always a chief.
Well, yeah.
Because they don't become non-chiefs for nothing, and they're not given the title chief for no reason.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Because
he
you still
so,
got-
so he was chief of the beast talkers, and then decided to work with the beast riders.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was attempting to start following what the Atruaghin went through and recognising that, hey, there's no reason why you can't ride Dad.
Am I safe?
No.
This is cool. Is he fine with this?
I'm
I could
fairly
ask him for
sure
you.
he doesn't do anything against
Yeah.
his will.
You have a feeling that if he wanted you dead, you would have died on the moment you sat on him.
Yeah.
Oh, completely.
Yes. By the
Yeah.
way, I am going to be, apart from doing those images, I'm going to be translating for those people who can't participate or partake of the speak of animal spell, because otherwise it leaves half the group out.
Which is what I assumed, because you've always said you
Yeah.
would do that, so
Yeah.
I had assumed
So,
it
yeah.
was. So when Grant spoke up, they responded with the assumption
Yeah.
that you translated for him.
Yeah.
I just find it really funny because I remember when we were getting mounts and you gave the options on like immediately. I was just like saber-tooth tiger, yeah. So it's like, oh yeah, no, here he is, the chief of the beast talkers,
Former
this
chief.
tribe. Yeah. And I was
Well,
like,
You're the
Alright.
queen of pirates,
I
nominally.
will comment that one
Future good
chief
department.
recognized another.
And basically, he's on what they roughly term as a walkabout,
Fair?
which is where he wanders, learning new things, roughly what Dracnomon went through.
Well, I can keep telling stories, and so can Calcrix.
I would invite Rakesh and Father Pat and Lani to tell stories as a way of contributing
Oh yeah,
to the exchange.
we all have good stories.
Most of them want to seem to hear about the wood story.
The wood story.
That's how they refer to it as.
That's how they refer to.
The story they want to hear about.
Which one's the
Very
wood story? The
Give me
question.
an insight roll.
Oh God.
Unfortunately, they're not listening right now.
Yeah, thank you.
So, did we end up with any representatives outside of wolf, tiger, and bear?
I'm going to see what happens with Luel's roll first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, dear. 23.
Okay, so with their connotations, you're thinking, that must be Father Pat.
Ah.
Oh, the leg.
Yes. The wooden leg. The wood story. I will tell a slightly elaborated story about Father Pat.
Would Father Pat be the one to tell me?
Which then gets elaborated further with translation.
Sorry. Well, if we had Grant here,
Oh, Grant is not here?
He's dropped off.
Grant's online.
he is on
I'm
the
online.
You are on
Yeah.
the Okay, in that case, you tell the
15
story.
minutes, go to pick up Carrot from the airport. So
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know what the timing was.
Just enough
Um,
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you tell the story, and I'll translate and illustrate it with illusions.
So what
So
sort of
this
story?
is-
What sort of
This
story
is the
would you
story of how
tell?
I lost my leg.
Yep, to a bunch of saber-toothed tigers that are both cubs and young, as well as hybrids and humanoids who are able to turn into those forms.
You're talking to the youth.
Okay, well, the story's going to go along the lines of the following. Basically, don't rush into things. You know, we're going to use this as a bit of a lesson type thing for them. You know, don't rush into things. But loyalty to your clan mates is all important. And basically, the way I lost my leg was my commander was involved in a battle and was badly wounded. As I went to rescue him, because that's what you do, a stone from a catapult was fired towards both of us, which landed on my leg, shattering it. So
Okay. That they make these ooh and ah sounds, and then you realise they have no idea what a catapult is.
Exactly.
I just illustrated it.
I'm not like experience. From my experience, I might have heard cat came along and ate him.
Yes, I do that. And if they look at all puzzled, I'll do it again, only a little more elaborate.
That you believe they would understand if you termed it in the form of an animal attacking,
Yes.
because they have
Might be
no concept
so-
of technological weapons.
You
So
might
I-
be looking at like
okay, we may
griffins
understand the concept of a bear
fly
throwing
down.
something
I
at
was
them.
thinking more a
Yeah.
Well, then,
gorilla
okay, a bear
throwing a
threw a
rock.
rock at me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's literally what it's doing, is it's throwing a
Yeah.
rock.
A bear throwing a rock, they would believe.
A
Yeah.
bear throwing a rock.
A bear or a gorilla
That
throwing a
works.
rock. Yep.
Yeah, they would be familiar with because of the bear
Yeah.
clan.
Yeah, they don't have big
So good
gorillas here, so I won't
suggestion.
go with that. Yeah. So yeah, a bear throwing a big ass rock breaks your leg. And
Shatters my leg.
shatters the leg. It's all floppy, and then I'm not going to show the transition, but there will be a picture of you with a brand new wooden leg, and then fading to what you look like now.
And you do get from them stories of those who have lost limbs and survived being amongst their deadliest warriors.
Because learning to compensate teaches you a
Oh,
lot.
no, losing a limb and surviving is so unheard of that if you continue on and fight with having lost a limb,
Yeah.
most people will run away from you because obviously
You're down a limb and still
You
moving.
can't
You've
catch
got to be mean.
That makes Barbara
So,
Cat one of
It's
the
not so much they're
fiercest of
meaner,
the
it's
fierce.
they're greater and better in intimidating people.
well, if you survive that, what could they do to take you down?
Exactly.
Is the statement.
Take your other leg off.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so at the end of that, you do notice that a flock of reptiles come in with high-pitched squeaks. Of over there, no, over there, over there, no, over there. Oh, look, there they are.
You know what shape of reptiles?
As you realise, it is a bunch of raptors coming in.
Raptors.
Raptors.
Yes, the raptors.
Yes, the reasonable sized ones.
The actual.
How is my Triceratops responding to said raptors?
Well, if they're velociraptor size, yeah. Size of a turkey
Imagine
with
the
a long tail.
Triceratops is on full alert.
Yes.
But the Triceratops doesn't really see them as much of a threat.
Oh, they'll still do some damage to it.
Well,
but
they're not targeting it.
no, but even if they did, it's sort of high. We're going to take 5 hit points each. You've got 150. We're fine. You've got some damage to recover.
Is this fair? We have to worry about anybody laying down a really sick beat and then for them to do some rap battles with us? That's unexpected than talking.
I've got some great new words.
So that is Velociraptor then. Yes. I can sing that.
And at that point, you realize that the wolf tribe was already here,
Yeah,
listening in for half the stories.
yeah.
They just didn't make themselves known.
Yeah, there wasn't a need to.
Well, if they disturbed the stories, they would then be reprimanded.
Yes, by Mr. Big Fang over here.
And at the moment, the leader of the tribes appears to be from the wolf tribe.
Right.
Of basically the clan chief is the current leader of the wolf tribe.
Yeah.
And they seem to know each other.
Strange that. If they're like this, then they will be communicating with each other.
And you can hear the sounds of others gathering in the area.
Yep. We will keep telling stories.
Sounds like a gathering of tribes.
It is, because most of their safe places are where the tribes gather. Because who would attack a bunch of predators who can work together?
Yeah, a bunch of predators work together with effectively human level intelligence.
Yes.
But even the those born as beasts retain the intelligence.
Yes, and they learn the social organisation, which makes them a lot more powerful.
I'm not necessarily expecting to be able to do much, but depending on how long we're staying here, Dracnimmer would be keen to talk to some of the permanent humans.
Yeah.
And describe the fact that Dracnimmer also once was stuck in that form, and that he could. There are ways of developing the ability to turn to true form.
Well, you do notice that there are no just humans over the age of puberty.
Over the age
Right.
of
Puberty.
Reminding you of the Great Storm where they each gained elements.
Yep. So okay, yeah. So when you said there were some pure humanoids, they were all children.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have to take their element, they don't actually get given it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in that case, then Dracnimmer might be talking about the fact that, hey, his true forms came late. But he did develop a number of forms. So,
And they do comment on if they carry metal with them, they don't seem to be able to change forms.
Okay.
a most appropriate prohibition or requirement.
Because metal seems to interfere with their thoughts. And they do have bone knives that they generally strap to their arms, which stay there even when they're in animal form.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you have the bear folk who can literally use weapons as a bear.
That's a little frightening.
But mainly the bear folk carry shields.
Well, a bear paw and a shield sounds like a perfectly reasonable weapon set.
Well, they can use them as massive clubs as well as protect those around them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They act as basically moving shields.
The concept of a bear with a dueling shield is quite scary. Think of a big shield combined with a two-handed pointed staff. So you end up with a shield that's this long, about this wide, and it's used like this.
Well, they've got their own pointy buttons.
Yeah.
The other aspect of the bear being a shield bearer also quite well with the, I guess, evolution of the concept of the bears becoming the healers of the Atruaghin tribes.
Yeah.
That is correct. And they are closely aligned with the Great Rider tribe, as members who wish to just be animals sometimes move over there.
Yeah.
because they retain their intellect.
Yes. So we are moving to another place where we can tell more stories.
Okay, so you do
learn about
find
each other.
that a feast has been prepared with some cooked food. Basically
Yeah.
enough to feed the guests.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, they're willing to do the work. I'm fine with that.
And it's simple cooked, not too badly burnt.
Yeah.
So I have deception
Yeah.
and intimidation
Wow.
and none of the other social skills.
So just smile and eat stuff.
Okay.
It all goes down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Actually, being a dragonborn, this sort of cooking is probably your way to do things.
And this is one of the few places that Drachma can actually change form.
Right.
That's a good point. Yeah. So you
Which
can.
he's already demonstrated.
Yeah.
But he
Yes.
wasn't able to do it in other areas.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Yes, but culturally it's valid here, so you can do it.
And it's technically his culture.
That's yes. Which means you're better off here than anywhere else right now.
Whilst carnivorism is not necessarily ideal for his original deer, elk, raven type tribes, so
Here
I think
and
it was
now.
half dragon / dragon.
Yeah.
Dracula is happy enough to eat their traditional food.
Yeah.
And they do have various fruits as well.
Yeah.
Because, hey, wild fruit does grow. And some
Yes.
people do eat it.
Yes.
And carnivore, particularly cats, will often eat vegetation in that sort of way. So
Yeah, although cats don't digest it, they use it for.
they're not eating it for nutrition.
No,
but,
they're
hey,
eating it for health purposes.
that's right.
Same thing with dog grass.
But yeah, so but speaking of that, when the feast is getting underway, have we ended up with any other representatives beyond the wolf, cat, and bear?
You do get them who will come in
And the
individually and not really talk amongst the others because they're treated as the lesser tribes.
Uh-huh.
Dracula will make an effort to try and talk to each of them.
Yeah.
And he's also particularly keen if there is effectively a raven or elk or deer type representatives.
There are
Yeah.
no there are no non-predator representatives.
Right.
Okay. I
Each of the tribes is predatorial.
Yeah. I'm not going to be chatting to anyone because I'm going to assume I'm going to be spending most of my time translating for people. Which is fine. It means I get to participate by listening.
Does want to ask.
Yeah.
They're all predators, and that is very cool. But are there any tribes of the prey animals or herbivores?
They say that they've not had them for some time. But
Somebody ate them.
a few generations ago there were tribes of herbivores.
What happened to them?
They moved on. They left because they felt preyed upon. Was the
I didn't necessarily feel entirely safe or welcome.
Yeah.
They didn't like the way the rest of the tribes looked at them.
How do these?
Do they have any information as to where they walked onto?
You're not quite sure if they were killed, eaten, or actually left because they left it
Yeah.
very open.
That's right, yes.
They're not going to
The others have gone.
They're no longer around here.
They prey outside their lands, meaning that they can't change form outside their lands.
Right.
Is that like? I presume they have to eat every day.
They eat
far?
every 3 to 4 days.
Okay, and is it a long trip to go and find prey?
Yes and no. Sometimes the prey chases them.
Interesting.
Well, there are preys of unusual size
Oh, I see.
who think they're food, not the other way around. Have
But-
big, sharp, pointy teeth. They describe a T-Rex,
Right.
which will
Right.
feed them for a while. Because the T-Rex on their territory doesn't stand a chance.
And
No.
is that because they work as a pack?
Yes, and they can use weapons. Outside of their territory, it's a fairly even match. There's no guarantee that they will survive.
So
Yeah,
they
The
probably
message was just from Grant saying bye bye.
right.
They
Yeah, say it
prey
off now.
on other
Right.
predators.
So yes, you do get to spend about let's say a couple of weeks learning from the various tribes as part of this clan.
Yeah,
The main thing is most of the other tribes besides the pack animals don't really have a cohesive sort of story or narrative.
yeah,
They sort of only band together as it is in a gathering,
yeah.
but when they're not in a gathering, they rarely see each other. It's not that they don't want to cooperate, it's they don't know how to.
Yeah, and I'm willing to learn from those people who do it.
Rakesh, a hybrid bipedal person, like a cat person?
Rakesh is a dragonborn.
A dragonborn. That's
So
right.
I stand up straight and,
Yeah.
well, except when I'm swimming, kind of.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what race you were.
Yes.
Dragonborn. Yeah,
Dragonborn.
I should do one of those infographics for.
Or maybe it'll spontaneously make itself known.
You're a silver
So
dragon?
I wonder
Yes.
with
And
uh,
immunity to cold, so
Yeah.
I can go underwater.
And what was Kesley saying?
I wonder with Rakesh being dragonborn and then Dracula changing into a half dragon form, if they think that Rakesh, or if they think that we're like dragon kin of some kind. I mean, we have a dragon with us. We have a dragonborn. We have a half dragon. I wonder if they think that we are all dragons of some kind.
it would be amusing.
Well, they would probably assume that both Draknamar and Rakesh are subservient to Calcrix. Calcrix is bigger.
Yeah,
Because she's bigger. Yeah.
Well, I can rage.
yeah, but she gets bigger.
She's physically larger.
That's right. In the same
And
way
they
that
go on
they're
size.
subservient to
Yeah,
Lani's saber-toothed cat because it's the biggest.
And the only time they're not subservient to the biggest one is the bigger one has proved it's not worthy of their loyalty.
yeah,
Demonstrated incapacity as leader.
yeah.
That men were enlarged to work here,
Mm-hmm.
and Calcrix went up to Gargantuan.
Yeah.
He would probably be the biggest creature for
A long distance.
Yep.
It is interesting. I don't know if I've tried enlarge yet. I think I might have.
It's okay, you might end up summoning the area's Godzilla.
Well, I don't know that I want to do that unless I think I can talk to it and get it to tell me a story.
Yes.
And with
Okay.
Calcrix's coffee craft, she might.
They do tell you that to the north of their area, the Glacier-Tooth clan.
The
Right.
witch tooth,
Glacier-Tooth.
laser tooth,
Glacier, as in ice.
Yeah.
ice. Yep.
Hello, Puss.
As in
Hello.
glacier.
Yep. They are on the mountain tops of the northern mountains. Basically because the rest of the area beyond them is occupied by things I'd rather not deal with.
Yeah. Come here. Mr.
Can
Puss.
they
come here.
describe things they'd rather not deal with?
Do they then talk about the Deep Root and the Cloud Riders all to the south?
Okay, so they will tell you that On the other side of the mountains is something known as the Beast Men.
Beast men.
Yep.
Okay.
Like they have connections to animals, these have connections to abominations.
So they're beasts from their point of view. Yes.
And
So-
they've got the title Beast Man,
Right.
and they are not. They don't connect to a beast. They are all beasts.
Ah.
They.
They might take different forms of beast, but they're still a beast inside.
Yeah, that's
They,
what,
they,
yeah.
they have no lineage,
Okay.
and a child has no connection to the parent in how they look or act.
So they're entirely random.
They are. And there is no known expectation for appearance.
Yeah.
So you'll have a completely unknown set of abilities attacking you
Yeah.
every time.
Yes.
So is that on the list of...
They're not part of their tribes, the Beastmen.
they're their own thing. Okay.
Right.
They protect the northern darkness
Okay.
because that's where they live in that zone,
Right.
and all the area up to it, which is considered wasteland,
Yeah.
because they live there.
Yes.
I sort of refer to the fact that before the Beastmen went there, it wasn't a wasteland. And from the descriptions of them, it does remind you of the army that laid waste to the Traldar, that was then referred to as the Gnolls.
Okay.
Though historically speaking, there were rumours of them being things other than Gnolls as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
from the Caldara histories, it was gnolls, but there are lots of different.
With various other
Abominable
random
humanoids.
extra bits.
Draknamar would
So-
probably know from his cultural belief is that the horde that came through Karamikos, as it is called now, was the last horde of beastmen coming through before they died off.
Right.
Yeah.
So they
So-
started breeding true around that point.
So they're around. There's something like what other versions of D&D called mongrelmen. They're random bits of different animals.
I believe they were the source of the mongrel.
Yeah, they would be because they're the first ones that came out. Yeah.
Or they may have stolen from them completely.
I think they're just.
Bit of both.
Now, I think it was just renamed. The origin sounds very similar.
They do say that to the I just got to remember which is my east and west in Hollow World. To the east of them, because that's west on the normal map,
Yeah.
is where you will find the ice elves, very unagreeable elves.
But we do have to liaise with them because
No, the
they're
ice
one
elves
of the
again,
8
not
tribes.
the same as the glacial clan.
Yes,
Is
the Glacial Tooth clan clashes
okay.
with the ice elves on a regular
Right.
occurrence.
Yeah, it's
Because-
the tribe we need to talk to. Right.
Hey, the ice elves have no concept of cooperation.
Okay.
Right. Wonderful.
At least not outside of them, anyway.
That he doesn't want to be under the blanket.
Poor cat.
Well, as long as I'm protecting
Yes.
him from the female, because she's quite content up here.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so they say that the Cloudsinger clan is on one of the
Watch out for your legs.
mountain ranges on the southern mountain range,
Yeah.
as the peaks there are more suitable to their cloud skipping than the frozen fields where the to the north of them.
Right.
They seem to like to dance amongst the clouds.
Fair.
And they swear that they can actually walk on clouds.
So can I.
They don't have wings.
Sometimes I don't have wings.
They find your wings far better than the way they do it. They just make them shudder. You have a reason to walk on clouds. They do not.
They have to. Yeah.
This sounds like something I would be greatly enjoy.
But of course, it only works while they're singing, as far as they're concerned, which is hence their name, cloud singers.
Yeah.
May be absolutely false, but that's their law.
Yep.
So what I'm hearing is the fact that when we go there, Drakdimmer may not use his wings, but might go for crowd whistling.
Yes.
I have a feeling there's a musical coming on.
Oh dear, that's a scary thought.
Okay, so they correct the notes on the Deep Root clan.
Yeah.
They're actually in the roots of trees, not the mountains,
Mm.
because they live under the biggest trees of the forest.
Cool.
Whereas the mounted tribe never actually go near those trees.
Yeah.
Too much foliage.
Yeah.
Does when they say live under the deepest tree or biggest trees in the forest, are we talking a forest similar to where the Leaf Bladers clan?
It is the same forest.
It is the same forest.
Because one lives above, one lives below.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they don't get along.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Well, one's considered a little too stoic and narrow-minded, and one's considered a little too flighty and too much about change.
And they're probably both right.
Considering the Deep Root clan rarely moves, and the Vineweaver clan rarely stays put.
Yeah. Good reason in both cases.
Their entire system will move amongst the trees.
Yeah.
Do these other clans, like the Deep Root, Vineweaver, Cloud Skippers,
Yeah.
do they have any connection? Sorry, excuse me. Or do they maintain any connection with animals of the forest and or the air? Obviously, as close as the Beast Talkers or Beast Riders, but do they maintain that affinity?
It depends on if they came from this clan or not.
Okay, so the idea that the only ones who are likely to do it are actual previous Beast Talkers.
Non-beast talkers don't understand that we can talk to beasts.
Yeah.
They think we just mentally control them. We don't tell them otherwise.
Well, a little bit of education helps. And
Well, except that they get referred to as the Beast Talker clan, didn't they?
Yeah. And if you don't want us to tell them, we won't.
Well, they do refer to them as the beast bonded. Because
Beast Bonded, sorry.
Yeah.
But some of them, the Great Rider clan will refer to them as the Beast Talker because they have a better connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got better understanding, and hey, they've had certain big cats, for example, go and hang out with them for a while.
But they are more than happy to have some of their cubs race any of you through the forest.
Yeah, I
Because-
would love to do that.
Part of their training is endurance, speed, and coordination.
And
Greg,
most
certainly
of,
happy
and
to
most
be
of my
involved
training
in
involved.
training younglings.
And they also say having different prey to chase always helps.
And most of my training involves watching. So I'll watch.
Calcrex is literally bouncing.
And you have one of the cubs going, "I'm prey, I'm prey."
Does this mean we can go into a spontaneous game of chasing?
Yep.
Because Eve and Calcrex have a lot of practice at chasing.
Yes.
I'm sure Eve would love to have been here to help.
No, I know she's not here.
I think it's probably a good thing she's not here.
Calcrex has a lot of experience at being chased and chasing.
True.
She would like to go down as a professional chasey player.
Okay, so it will give you an athletics check to see how well you can hold up against them.
I don't think my athletics is that great.
But hey, you can literally take flight at any point and get away from them, but running along the ground is a lot harder for you.
Yes.
Oh, I practiced using wings to bounce and glide and run.
Which makes it
As
more
I said,
interesting for
I
them.
have a lot of practice athletics.
Yes.
Okay.
On my athletics is not high. I'd probably trip over on the moment we started running.
For your sister.
It's a 24. It's not too bad considering my athletics.
824 is very good. They rolled a 19 and you beat them.
Oh,
So they would have
nice.
gotten a 22 to 23 because they're not particularly skilled, and they don't have a high bonus.
Yeah.
But they are very enthusiastic.
Yep. They're having fun.
As you basically hear the entire forest around you go silent as they do their screaming through the forest chasing the dragon.
yeah.
Yeah, no one wants to attract their attention right now.
Calcrix has perfected a maneuver where she only partly puts out her wings, so she can glide through trees and things while she's also running and bouncing off things.
And basically the only translation you get from the cubs chasing is
That's an accurate translation.
I would like to put in that Calcrix's translation of what Calcrix is saying is
Yeah.
and a heck of a lot of giggling.
So Calcrix is happy to be
Oh,
chased and play chasey for fun purposes. Dracdima's happy to do the part as part of training younglings. And he's happy to be prey and predator as well. And he will actually try and simply do it in 2-foot stance, like not trying to take a beast form while he's doing it. He's actually going to be trying to do it as just in 2 feet and make them think they should be able to catch him easily, but he might be a bit harder to pursue than they expect. So.
Yes, because you have tricky things.
he is
They're
particularly
kids.
fast.
Yes. He's very
He's
fast.
got a base move of 60 plus a bit if you put some effort in.
And he's a sneaky old man, and they're kids.
Well, actually, yes. With a rogue, you can take a bonus action dash every time as well. So technically, you get 180 feet in a round without not even straight line.
No matter how fast they are, he can always catch them.
And he can also do that at full stealth.
He came out of nowhere.
So they start running, expecting you to be chasing them, or you start running and they start chasing you. You disappear, and then you end up directly behind them after 2 minutes running.
Well, it's up to them, but as I said, part of the process would be
Education.
recognising that 2 legs is not automatically bad.
I guess also part of the training is sometimes your prey is actually preying upon you. So if Drachnima ends up taking them all out without them knowing exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't fall for an ambush or a false retreat.
Yep. Someone will mess you up.
And amongst their best attackers, they probably do similar stuff. He's very good at that. I'm joining you. Just drop one, and then you're going, yep, thanks.
Yeah.
He's just sharing.
Oh,
And he's happy about it too. He always purrs when he does it.
yeah.
Love me. Okay, so yes. They are very grateful at Drachnima's demonstration of how scary dragons are. And they're very grateful at Calcrix's demonstration of how friendly dragons are.
Yes. Both saying, don't mess with fucking dragons. And the parents are very grateful and thankful
That they still
for
have
your
cubs.
that they still have cubs, and you have taught them useful lessons.
My endless cookie
So-
bags still work here?
It's a conjuration.
It doesn't work here, no.
No.
Because it can't create new things.
She
Yeah.
can't without cookies. Well, she does bake her own cookies, so she just has to do it the long way.
Yeah.
But only a couple of cookies at a time normally.
It's a
No,
poo.
she's become good at making little mini cookies on a tray. She's learnt to build a kind of oven in the ground underneath the cave fire. I talked about it to you about
Yes.
3 or 4 years ago.
Yes, but you wouldn't be building enough to feed RC. 5,000.
No,
No.
but then I don't
No.
expect to meet for
I wouldn't even do that.
5,000.
I wouldn't be able to do that even with fabricate.
So yes, you have a
Yeah.
very interesting 3 weeks with the tribe.
Which is cool. By the way, transmutation, does that work?
Depends on exactly what you're trying to do.
Making food.
Making food, if it changes, technically it doesn't like to change it from one thing to another, but you
It's-
can alter things subtly.
It's changing what could potentially be food into actual food.
It's very good at
So-
making off food back to healthy food,
Which
but
is
not
a,
very good at making food into something, making something into something it wasn't.
yeah, but that's basically what you're doing with fabricate and making food. If you use create food and water, it turns something that is potentially food into amounts of supply. And you could do the same thing with fabricate,
That doesn't
except
work
by the
either.
create food and water. No, because that's a conjuration.
That's also because it's turning it into something it wasn't.
Food
You can't
into
turn
food.
rock into food.
No, it's food into food. I already said stuff that's
Yeah.
potentially food into food, which is equivalent to raw meat into cooked meat, or
Why
raw
would you
vegetables
cook
into
it?
cooked vegetables.
I think there's the wolves and the saber-tooth. They're
'Cause-
not quite sure about cooked food.
Yeah, because that's not what I'm talking about though.
Mm.
It's making food with fabricate or with create food and water.
Yeah.
You're starting with food items, turning it into edible food.
Fabricate.
It's not changing
turns-
type.
That's
Otherwise, you
raw
couldn't make
material.
food without starting with food.
Well, the idea of the
Yeah.
turning in supply means it becomes a long-term preserved style food for supply because it doesn't go off quickly. Once it's supply, it's a different type of food.
It's still prepared food. It's the fact that it's not perishable. It doesn't make much of a difference. Food's food.
The idea
But-
is with the transmutation, you can't
Yeah.
make something it wasn't.
Yeah, but how far is that difference? Right? Am I going from
It's not.
grain and water to bread?
No.
No, I know what he's talking about.
No, but the DM
I'm.
has said.
This is why I was
no.
asking for what the
Has
difference
said
is.
no.
This is why I was asking for what the difference is. Where is the distinction?
Is that a rule thing?
But
You
it's
do
going
some practice
food to
and
food.
define the boundaries.
It's in
That's what I'm asking for. Is the boundary?
the hollow world boundary
So-
is that it can't. So even though in normally supply and food is very similar, in the hollow world they're different.
Right. That's yeah. So the only thing it's useful for here is turning bad food into good food.
Yes.
Right.
Or restoring things that are damaged.
Yeah, I'm talking about created food and water.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got to go from was food to is now food,
Yes.
rather than is potentially food to food.
Yes. It's
Right.
Restoration seems to work perfectly fine for
Yeah.
transmutation,
Yeah.
just not for healing.
Yeah.
For some reason, healing doesn't seem to work as well.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, restoration. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Which is where the-
fabricate for other things, on the other hand, is probably fine.
Which is why the father part with the peg leg is not unusual to them.
Yeah.
And for them, it's a story.
Yeah.
A really good one.
Yeah.
So,
And once I get the
is
right
3 to
spell,
4 weeks, you
I can
said,
fix it.
Yes, you
before
get-
we head on.
After the 3 to 4 weeks, they can point you to the path to reach the glacial tooth
Yes.
or to go deeper into the jungle. But they recommend that if you wish to go and see the other tribes, going
Yeah.
via the glacial tooth would help you. Just try not to go
Okay.
as far as the owls because
Yeah.
they might not let you back.
No, yes.
You were too pretty for them to let go.
Interesting.
Right.
That's very interesting.
No selling me as a slave, thank you very much.
Well, that's say you wouldn't be a slave. You just wouldn't be allowed to leave.
There's not very much difference.
You may end up ruling them.
Yeah, but I'd still be bound.
Yep.
Slavery.
But hey, Dimitri abdicated.
But they do say a chief is a slave to the tribe.
Not the same.
The Milesians tried to make Dimitri emperor. He abdicated.
Yeah.
Of course, your ourselves may not allow abdication.
Probably not. They'd probably, if I said I want to abdicate, they'd probably treat me as dinner. They sound like the type.
Well, it's important to provide one last service to the tribe.
Well,
No.
The ice elves have a thing of if you're not fun, you're food.
I thought that would come up.
And be fun or be food.
Yes.
And they never tire and they never sleep.
And they love to play with their food, because it's fun.
Yeah, I was getting that idea.
And friends of food.
Oh dear.
Everything's food.
Except us. And even then, if you start slowing down your food.
Well, each of them is food too. They have no distinction between anything that's food and not food.
I hand them a rock and run away.
Then it'll be like, oh look, he's saying chase me.
Yes. And then I remember that I can't do Dimension Door here. Well, fuck. So, we have 3 weeks. Much fun stories, chasing things, making interesting food for each other.
I would suggest we take their advice and head to the glacial tribe.
Yes.
Yes, working out that Fabricate might be able to do something towards food, but Great Food and Water definitely doesn't.
Potentially I could go from almost food to nearly food using Fabricate and then use Create Food and Water from there, but that starts getting painfully time consuming.
Yeah, I think Create Food and Water would never work. It's technically a conjuration. So,
Well, now that Martin's already said, if you've got bad food, Create Food and Water will turn it into good food. But that's all it'll do here.
So all transmutation effects will restore something to its original state,
Yeah.
just not healing.
Yeah.
Does it take long to get to the glacial area?
Well, considering you've been with the tribe and they do move around, they basically drop you at the end of the 3 weeks at the path to go up to the mountains.
Yeah.
That's appreciated.
Because, hey, you've done them a favor. You've entertained their cubs.
Yeah.
It gives them someone to look after some of the cubs while they go hunting.
Yep. Or just have a rest. Make new cubs.
And plus you also brought their old chief back.
Well,
Yeah.
yes. Is Lani leaving the keep with them, or is the keep going with Lani still further?
Yeah,
See,
good question.
The old chief is continuing with Lani, simply because he left for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of his family members are annoying.
There is that, plus the fact that he got tired of having to solve everyone's problems.
Fair.
You know what? I feel like I totally understand this guy.
When you've been asked to dispute the same thing almost daily for 20 odd years,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
10 times a day.
Yes. So
Yep.
is this Lani's king?
This is my
Or
new
just
buddy
a-
where like I can't necessarily talk with him, but other than like when people are translating right now. But like, I feel like I get him, you know?
Well, he understands you perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. He understands me just fine.
So Jack Dimmer possibly gets the impression of it's a bit like back at the Atruaghin Lands too. There's a reason he tries to stay away from the throne.
Can he shapeshift?
Okay, so I feel like
Technically.
I feel like Drachnima and this
What does he need?
Saber-tooth chief.
He just hasn't
It's definitely
shapeshifted in
understanding
10
other.
years.
So out of practice.
No, not out of practice,
No.
just has no desire to.
No, fair enough. Yeah, maybe being able to talk to Liney might change that.
You do notice that as you leave their lands, you still be able to retain the ability to understand animals.
Cool.
Okay,
And speak
Handy.
to them.
nice.
So it seems that yes, it's a nether trait, not specifically
Yeah.
a
A
beast bond
clan trait.
or beast rider trait.
Yeah, that's what he was just saying.
You don't think it's that. You think it's the ability was activated in their lands.
And that's holding it in place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
even if you leave the nether completely, you believe it will be retained while you're in the hollow world.
Yeah.
Because the spell of preservation does preserve a lot of things.
Yes.
But it is interesting in the fact that normally the powers you gain within a region specifically don't carry from one to the next.
Yeah.
The ability to activate does not traverse between things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you cannot activate beast speech outside of the zone.
Yeah.
But you had one that continued for a duration. The duration didn't stop.
Yes.
Yeah. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet. By the sun.
Yeah. Yes, by the sun. That's the distinction there.
And the Hollow World Sun is basically pure magic.
Yeah. Which means
So-
we're being bathed in spell maintainer.
Which is why Abjuration is so much more powerful down here.
Yeah.
And Illusion just doesn't work so well because
Yes.
you're currently being irradiated by energy.
Yes. Magical light.
Which means, hey, I'm sure some of you will glow slightly later.
Almost definitely.
Okay, so yes, as you reach the area that you can tell is definitely a transition, you
Yeah.
notice that all the animals stop making sounds.
Yeah.
And every whisper seems to echo.
Right. So I won't whisper.
Martin,
Yeah.
are you suggesting that before leaving the beast bonded clan area, that we expected that the beast talk will actually continue?
You expected it would end.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was just thinking of the fact, I wonder if it's worth actually activating one of the other ring ones of the animal friendship and keep that maintained as well. But
Yeah.
It's the thing of up until now, everything you've done has ended. But
Yeah,
everything
that's right.
you've done is you knew had a duration even in the zone.
Yeah.
But this
It
one
does
didn't
mean-
have a duration.
we might have to come back through here anyway, so maybe he'll activate animal friendship on the way back and see if that stays on.
Yeah.
I believe animal friendship is a charm effect.
No.
Yeah,
there
enchantment
is
charm.
charm,
Yep.
person and charm,
Yep.
animal.
And just to remind you, Jeremy, you know enchantments and compulsions do not work here.
Yes.
Not working at all. Fair
Sorry,
enough.
animal
That's right.
friendship. Let me see.
Okay, so I'm going to get people to give me a stealth
It is-
roll as you start moving up the
it's-
side.
Yeah, it's enchantment, not charm.
We've got a
So.
stuff extra here.
What does it actually do?
It's got a saving throw, wisdom. You allow your inner beauty to shine through in song and dance, whether to call a bird from its tree or a badger from its set. Until the spell ends or one of your companions harms it, whichever is sooner, the target is charmed by you. So
They're
it's a
not going to
charm
work,
effect, but it's an enchantment spell.
but the charm effect will not work.
Right.
26.
Okay, you have no problems moving up the
Yeah.
path without making sounds.
And then there's the rare version.
Jack Dimmer's he's got
Yeah.
29 passive stealth, so.
Yeah. There's a
Nice.
rare version where if it's a very low CR,
23 for Bonnie.
it's functionally permanent.
So a stealth roll for Llewellyn.
Stealth roll.
Yes.
Stealth. I know how to spell it.
Yeah, we don't have a father Pat anymore. He's off to the airport.
Yeah, that was when he went before. Stealth. Oh, I got a bonus for that. Cool. Goes to 18.
Okay.
So,
I believe Llewellyn is the noisiest of the lot.
I'm not surprised.
How does Llewellyn make all the uncomfortable noises that make everyone turn and look at him? Including the saber-toothed cat.
Who would normally be the noisiest?
I would say Father Pat.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. So in which case then,
Yeah.
Jack Dimmer's supporting Father Pat to be stealthy. Because he can
Yeah,
provide...
Father Pat has the issue of armor is noisy,
Yes.
even though level up and D&D 5 have it as not half as noisy as it really is.
And his version of stealth is he's the distraction.
Yes,
Well,
there's noisy stealth. If there's no
Jack Dimmer's got
witnesses,
the scout leader
Yeah.
thing that means he can actually apply his stealth score to an ally.
yeah.
So
I
he'll normally do that if they're trying to be stealthy. He'll normally go for Father Pat.
I am basically, well, the thing is 18 isn't bad.
It's not bad, no.
I'm just not as good at the others because I'm not trained in it. I have a bonus and I have pretty good dex.
And this time
But,
you
yeah.
stepped on a twig.
That's basically it.
Can it happen to anybody?
Yes, that's my point. Except it's happening to me because I'm just not quite as good at it because I'm not trained in it. I've just got a couple of advantages that help. It's not I'm bad, it's just you're better. Admittedly, I got that 18 on a roll of 11.
Still a very good roll.
That's what I'm saying. I got a good roll, it just wasn't as good as theirs.
And how did Calcrix go?
Yeah,
24.
yeah.
Okay, so as you're moving up there, you do find that at one point there's about 20 odd icicles seem to be all pointing at Llewellyn. Out of nowhere, they just sort of pop into place.
Right, so the obvious thing here is I play it cool.
Okay, I will give you a performance roll. Let's see how cool he plays it. Always happy to call that bluff.
Yeah, 25.
He does play particularly cool.
I
Much
do.
better than he does his stealth.
Yes, well, I rolled higher. Plus, I'm trained in performance.
As long as he's not quoting Olaf, where he walks into an icicle, it's like, oh, I've been impaled.
Yes, I'm not going to do that one. That would have been a 1
Okay.
on the performance.
So you do notice that
Yeah.
most of the weapons around you seem to radiate cold.
Yep.
And the icicles are the tips of their spears.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take you too long to realize that the party walked right through their hunting party.
Right.
And that hunting party waited until the noisiest person came there and held them at bay.
Yeah. I sprung the trap.
You do believe that from their perspective, the noisiest person is probably the most important. The way that they're treating you as the hostage.
Yeah.
Wait, is this where we don't correct them? That the noisiest person, we just make them the most important?
Well, look at it this way: if they're noisy, they're only noisy because they have the ability to look after themselves and lead from their culture.
Yes. Or they're old and slow, and everyone else is going to protect them because they're important.
Noisy means important.
Basically. Multiple ways to get there. Of course, I'm important to me.
And from everyone else's perspective, you didn't even notice people breathing or making noise as you came past. There was no indication that there was even a person here until suddenly they had blades pointed at Lugal in the form of spears.
Greetings.
Okay, so they will.
I will make diplomatic noises.
They are extremely interested in what you have to say, even though you have pointy ears, you have white hair, and you
always find it myself.
I know that.
And you have a lot of similarities, but not quite the same as a nice elf from their perspective.
I'm not throwing weapons at them. I'm not throwing fireballs at them.
Well, there's other
Ice,
thing
or ice balls.
from, and also the rest of the party are not elves.
Yes. So there's a good number of indications saying I'm not it. Plus, of course, the ice elves don't have a slightly green birthmark on the side of their face looking like a tree.
Okay, so yes,
There are some.
they will give you the ability to speak and basically
I
converse
will.
with them, because if you had have treated them badly, they would have just stabbed you many times.
Well, yes, and I'm not stupid.
Unlike the ice elves.
Who do that all the time because they're arrogant.
Yes.
Yes.
And have a tendency to survive being stabbed many times.
Yeah. So basically, I proved my bona fides at the moment by just not attacking them. Fair. So yes, I will greet them politely and diplomatically, and formally in the manner of the clans.
Okay, as you're talking, you notice that the winds around you seem to calm, and the temperature seems to rise a little bit. As
Cool.
they seem to have made a barrier around the party to give them the ability to converse without having the sound travel.
Nice. So the chilly reception has warmed up.
And they only start speaking once the barrier is complete. Otherwise, other things might find them.
Yes. There's always something bigger than you are out there.
Okay, so they give you free reign to talk to them. With the thing is, if they like you, they'll take you home. If they don't like you, they'll show you the view.
Fling.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, so making with the politeness, telling them what we're here for, telling stories with the clans, learning the clans, and what we're actually trying to do with it.
Guys, what do they look like?
They look like they have long spears made out of ice. They have heavy cloaks with fur bits sticking out in various places.
Okay.
And they basically are almost covered head to toe in wrapped clothing, where the fur is not covering them.
Okay.
Basically enough that that stray bit of wind or ice won't touch their skin.
Well, yeah, fair.
I've got immunity to cold.
Yeah.
So,
So you can not care. The rest of us.
that's
do.
right.
Yes.
Okay, so you get a persuasion roll with advantage.
Yes.
As you're saying all the things they're happy to hear.
Yes. Especially since, I get extra because this is a negotiation.
So at the moment, Calcrix can also still hear animal speech.
Are these people?
These are people, yes, but you can still hear the mounts.
Okay, and what kind of mounts do they have?
The mounts you
Our
have.
mounts, okay.
30.
And
30.
they're talking to Lua because he's not stealthy, but they don't notice us?
One
I
of
was
their
target 1.
one of their main opponents is owls that also are white.
Right.
So I was primary target.
Whereas Seika's also would be considered the target, especially with
In her present
Izio,
form.
yes.
Yeah.
Probably more so because she's more detached.
Yes.
So yes, with your 30, you do seem to surprise them because you have rooms without the whole I'm going to eat you later.
Yes. I'm doing this without the threats.
Less of a
at least
predatory nature.
I am being as forceful as is expected for the clans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not the sort of soft diplomacy that I'm used to, but I've had 3 weeks to get used to this, plus a time with the Atruaghin. So this style I can work with.
Okay, so they accept why you're there
Mm-hmm.
and say that if you're quiet and respect their ways, I will lead you to their settlement.
Of course. Thank you very much.
As they give you things to cover your feet with, they give you something to muffle yourself with,
Yeah.
and a big jacket to throw over you to stop noises from.
So is Lua the only person that they notice?
Well, they invite the rest of you to go with them, but Lowell was a threat in their eyes until he spoke.
Because I wasn't the noisy one, I was the noisiest. Others were picked up, I'm presuming.
The others
Yeah.
were observed.
Yeah. Just ignored because I was primary target number 1.
And if the
Well,
group was
we would shield you.
The spear points were here.
they waited until they could zero in on the person they considered the threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he was a Ice Veil elf, as they refer to them, he could have dominated the entire party to come and attack.
Yes.
And if they killed him, the rest of you were free.
Yes. So, yeah, I try not to do that.
Okay, so then...
And if we killed him, well, that would be okay too.
Okay, so
It would prove we weren't dominated.
In this vague hypothetical, certainly.
they take you further up the side of the mountain,
Yep.
up some almost sheer cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
But they have ways. And most of you end up getting dragged up. Those of you
Yep.
who can't actually scale it yourself, such as
Me.
the Dragonborn, or the dragon,
I can
or
fly.
the half-dragon. These cliffs, you don't want to fly near.
Okay.
Unlike the waters, you don't have guaranteed ability to move with the winds against the cliff.
Okay.
I have
Just for confirmation, mate,
Chaotic wind.
before we left, the beast wandered. Dragnimmer returned to human form.
Right.
Okay, I'll say yes, you did. In which case, you probably struggle a little bit too. But hey,
Yeah.
you've got skills.
You've
Well,
got,
he has got a climb speed.
and you've got, well, yeah, that helps a lot. And you've got athletics. I
He's
have
got a climb
no.
speed of 75, so
Bloody hell. Most people can't run that fast.
that much.
Yeah.
There's a reason that he ran up the plateau to attack those
Yeah.
Atruaghin, the Acantiotal people.
Yes. Now, admittedly, I can move fast, but nowhere near that quick.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you find yourself going.
But okay, it's probably pretty cold at the moment. So
That
it's a
too.
case of whether we've got ways of keeping warm properly.
Yeah. Well, at that point, I got no real problem being wrapped up because, hey, it's warm now.
And everything's muffled.
Yeah.
You also think that's partly so you don't know exactly where you're going.
Well, that's possibly it too.
The trust only goes so far.
Yeah.
The rest of them don't seem to be bundled up as much.
Well,
Exactly.
I'm the white
And of
elf
course,
threat.
you start to get that hint when they wanted to protect your face as well, so they bubbled up your eyes and mouth and nose.
I'm moderately sure they haven't gone quite that far. They don't need to. But, yeah.
And you go from the howl and the winds and the gales and the snow around you to just a bit of stillness.
Nice.
And realizing they brought you into one of a cave that leads into a deep cavern.
Nice.
The deep cavern is full of, I would say, tent-like structures, but closer to igloo, made out of ice, each with a glow coming from inside.
Oh, so when you say a cave-like structure, we're talking, yes, they brought him into an igloo effect, not an igloo inside a cave.
Yeah.
It's a large cavern with little ice igloos in there.
Okay,
Just
igloo inside cave, happy with that.
Just not as skillfully done as an actual igloo.
Yeah.
More like a rough collection of fallen ice shards turned into some sort of tent-like structure.
Yeah, exactly. They've enhanced the shelter of the cave by putting additional shelters inside.
Mm.
Yeah.
And there is some sort of glow in each of them. As you are brought into one of them, you can feel the warmth coming from a rock in the center of the room.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Doesn't seem to melt the ice,
No,
but it makes you feel
wouldn't.
warm. And it doesn't seem to need some sort of fuel source.
Yeah. Integral fun stuff.
Okay, so you find the beliefs of these people is all about patience. They take their time to do everything.
Yeah.
Their
Gotta be
spears can
careful.
take years to make.
Years. Okay, that's been.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
And their spears don't break. Their spears always hit.
Ah, well, that's worth the work.
Each spear is almost a work of art in its own right.
It would be if you're doing that sort of thing with it.
So almost completely scrimshawed from tip to end. So basically story along the whole length of the spear.
Yeah. Which is cool. In that case, ask them about the stories of the spears, starting with the apparent leader.
Okay, so the story of the spears do start with the fact that they first found the what they call the where is the name of it?
The thingy.
Well, it's a special type of ice. They call it primordial glacial ice, which doesn't thaw no matter where they are. But once
Okay.
activated by their people, can freeze those they hit.
Yeah, I can definitely see where they take years to make.
And they found them in a great frost cave, which
Okay.
had teeth made out of these primordial ice.
Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is their big creation myth of they found safety in the cave, which didn't eat them, but taught them to hunt.
Okay. Nice.
And once they've frozen things, they can break off what they need and bring it back and cook it. Much easier to do so when you don't have to take the whole thing,
True.
and you don't necessarily kill it.
I don't understand.
Leave it there to grow some more.
So they turn something into an icicle and then they take a piece off.
How do I turn it into a bicycle?
Their spears freeze things. Sort of like the Medusa turns things to stone and then takes pieces of the stone to eat.
So are we talking animals, people, vegetables, all of the above?
Well, they prefer vegetables as their primary staple, but they take occasional animals to add flavor and other stuff to their foods, as well as the fats they use in various of their items.
So I come across vegetables somewhere and they freeze them so that they don't deteriorate once
Yes.
they're picked.
Their entire food store is frozen.
That's flash frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 'Cause
And
that's what spears do.
they're able to grow food in these large caverns.
What kind of vegetables do they eat?
Mainly mushrooms, fungi, and roots.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel like these guys invented Dippin' Dots.
They invented which?
I have no idea what that is.
Dippin' Dots, the future of ice cream? Where it's
Yep.
flash frozen drips of cream to make the ice cream, is what it is.
Flash.
So they've
Okay. I can see what
It's
they're
an
doing.
Americanism.
Yeah. Well, it's an
Although-
American recipe.
Well,
I
to be fair, this thing's like 20 years old. It never really took off. They do sell them
Yeah.
here in Australia, but it never got that popular.
no,
That sucks.
fair. It's not quite as popular as Engineer's ice cream, although that's better.
As long as it's not astronaut ice cream, it's fine.
No, well, astronaut ice cream, it's its own thing. It's dry.
Astronaut ice cream is disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah. On the other hand, it's
it's
still
only
ice
there
cream.
to give you nutrition, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's labelled
Yeah.
ice cream, so you think it's better than it is.
Well, they actually make it from ice cream. It's just freeze dried. But yeah,
So
Engineer's ice cream is the stuff where they make it with liquid nitrogen. It's really quick, and you get really, really, really smooth ice cream out of it.
okay, so they are able
Yeah.
to take you through most of their stuff fairly
Yeah.
patiently,
Mm-hmm.
and it only takes you about 2 weeks to learn most of their belief system,
Cool.
because they are more than happy to answer any of your questions.
Nice. And we'll answer theirs.
Because they are taught to be able to stand still for days on end in the process of hunting,
Wow.
to the point where not even something will sense a vibration or movement from them,
Which is why we didn't pick them up.
That means
which means tremor sense and light sense won't pick them up.
Yeah.
Catherine
Not even life sense.
Mm.
Wow.
will teach them a game.
Mm.
It's what's the time of storm,
Oh. I think that's how their whole hunting works.
and she thinks they'll be really good at it.
Yeah.
Blind
But
sense.
in return,
You
she
can
would
use.
like
So
No,
this is from
even-
my.
That won't pick them up either.
You can use your cunning action to reach out with your senses until the end of your turn. You are aware of the presence and location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet of you, as long as you're able to hear.
And when you see them go into their still mode, you can't even sense them.
No worries.
They just don't exist.
That's the thing. If license isn't going to pick them up, nothing else will.
Mm.
Basically, their entire body goes into stasis.
Yeah. They can probably hide from mind flayers too. Because they make their minds so still.
Yeah.
And most of the
Scary.
kids can't do it very well, but hey, the adults are
Yeah.
scarily good at it.
Yeah. There'd be something for you to learn.
Well, I was referring to my third character, Brackhorn Idrison.
I don't know.
And they do give you more information on the ice elves. Basically, the shifters, as they refer to them,
Yeah.
don't quite understand them, they are basically a bunch of. Their version is roughly translates to you as frat boys.
Right.
And frat boys on dares generally get everyone else killed.
So they're basically a collection of bullies. Household bullies.
Always trying to convince everyone to do things beyond their abilities.
Yeah.
Sometimes that ends up in a compulsion.
Yeah.
Not because they actually cast it, but somehow people always take them up on the bed.
Yes. Because social pressure is a thing.
And it may actually be part of their abilities in this world.
I would not be at all surprised.
Whereas it doesn't actually compel you, it just makes you not want to fail.
You're compelled to not do it.
Yes.
Rather than being, yeah. Right. I'm not being forced, I'm just not going to not do it.
And so from their perspective, they don't have a culture.
No, they're frat boys.
And they seem to have been a expedition of a university from the first Elven nation that got lost. And somehow ended up here. So they are literally fraternities.
Yes. Immortal ones.
Yes. The worst type of elves there are in the world.
Yes.
These elves are?
The
And
elves
we
next door to them.
preserve their example.
Look, Claw, despite not being a wizard, is a university boy. He spent a lot of time doing university courses and being around other university students. And these guys are the worst people you meet at university.
They don't study.
Yeah. That too. They're taking being party idiots into a beyond a lifestyle.
And it seems that no matter what they do, they don't seem to get hurt.
Yeah.
This is the
Well-
other elves, not the beautiful.
Yeah.
And others around them too.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you could hurt them. The thing is, these guys have been doing this for a long, long, long time. Each one of them is going to be so capable, it's going to be really hard to do anything significant to them. Plus, they probably help each other too. And if they're attuned to cold to that extent and are in this cold environment, they probably have regeneration as well.
Okay. So they are going to also, in their training with Calcrix, get her to do a perception roll to see how well she can notice them when they're actually training with her.
This is the
Who
is this now?
This is Calcrix doing the training with the young.
Glacier people?
Yep. The young glacier people. They were just telling Luell about their neighbours who they don't really respect well.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing a perception.
Yes, to see how
check
well
to
you're
see
able to see them move.
If I've learnt how to catch them out. Perception. Front page. And people. That's 17, 17, 34.
Okay, so the biggest thing you catch out on them is that they seem to have an unconscious way of communicating that they don't really pay attention to. Is they have little beads made out of ice that they have a language they communicate with.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sounds like ice moving.
I think like a Morse code.
Like a Morse code, yes.
Yeah.
I guess tapping the bead or something like that?
Tapping, grinding, sliding. Each sound that they produce adds to the language that they use with the beads.
So would it be similar to like a rosary or a bracelet or something?
It's very, very similar, but made out of specifically styled ice.
Ice. That is super cool. Pun intended.
And most people wouldn't pick up that that's communication because it sounds like ice around them just
Yeah.
settling and moving normally.
Yeah.
And then they turned it into a language.
Cool.
That is
Yeah.
absolutely the stealthiest way to communicate.
And they just do it by what looks to be unconsciously moving their fingers without actually being obvious about it.
Right.
You need the 30 to see it.
Yeah.
It's like
So they look
high
like they're stimming.
perception is really high.
Mm.
And I forgot to add my +5 to it.
And so yes, they are more than willing to teach Calcrix their version of sign language, except it's sound language.
Cool.
Are they happy if I
Yeah.
show other people as well?
Well, they don't know if other people would be able to keep up with it.
Fair enough.
But they say if you can teach them, that's up to you. Because they only have one bracelet they can give you.
Well, then everyone else is on their own.
So you get to learn some of the basics of their language,
Mm.
which they can literally talk from mountaintop to mountaintop with.
Nice.
Because an echo through the valley, which a lot of sounds do, is not seen as actual bad noise.
Yeah.
And it doesn't trigger avalanches.
Cool.
Calcrix will tell them about her friend Eep and how Eep talks in colours.
They find that fascinating.
And she can use dancing lights to demonstrate it. She cast, I don't know, does dancing lights work here?
Dancing lights does work. You can create light in the hollow waters. One of the few
Yeah.
things you can create.
So
Because the sun encourages light.
Calcrix
More light, the better.
will cast dancing
Yes, just
lights
ask Idris.
and then
Mm.
swallow the dancing lights, and then she'll change colours in the same way that Eep does.
Okay, so I'm going to ask Akesoli if she wanted to add anything at this point because she hasn't had a chance as much and I keep forgetting to ask her.
No, I've mostly just been listening and taking notes, so,
Lad
Not-
doesn't want to ask the really cool tribes people with the ice spears about their ice spears and how to
I
use
was
them.
gonna say, other than just like really being really fascinated by their ice spears and how long it takes to form and all that stuff, I'm mostly just kind of like watching and listening as much as possible, more than anything.
Well, you do find that their spears tell their story because it's only complete when they've had about 10 years of using it.
Alright.
Ah, very fancy.
Surely Lani would be interested in some spear lessons.
And it does go down a path of some of the Mackay traditions of some of their ancient weapons were literally carved onto to tell the story of their use. So
Yeah,
the
I would
great
say like
battles they were-
the idea of having the story on the spears being carved into it is be very akin to other Mackay and kind of that kind of culture.
And besides the fact that they have a culture of quiet, they share a lot of similarities to the Mackay. Which is not unusual considering that they are an ancestor of the Mackay.
Makes sense.
I wonder.
I mean, being cold aspect and then being, yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Just checking to see who's sending me messages.
Oh, that was Rhiannon on chat.
Okay.
Just
checking.
saying, am I dead? Are we dead?
Only partly.
They're cool.
You're on ice? Okay, so as we are quarter to 11, I'm going to say the ice people give you plenty of time to learn and chill, which is, I'm sure, Lani's best time.
Yeah.
So
Plus ice cream.
Absolutely.
we're running short on food.
They are able to provide food, so you don't need to go through your own supply.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because basically, if you're part of their guests, they don't expect you to eat your own stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Count Crix's the bags of clothing from
Unfortunately, you can't get anything out of the bags, but they are able to teach you how to hunt in their areas and help provide.
I think I said the bags of clothing didn't work. Count Crix was allowing a supply of dried foods, essentially muesli bars of sorts.
Try your rations.
Yeah.
So yes, you do get food and plenty of water because hey, it's all around you.
Yeah, that's right.
It will amuse Friday's group that she still has eel jerky. It's gone a long way.
Okay, so unless anyone would like to add anything, and I just realized I've left it on me the whole time.
You left what on you?
The camera.
Oh.
I really have the camera on me.
Well, you've got a smiley face.
Yeah. Okay, so if no one has anything else to add, I'll put it on end credits.
I would like to add that if they are impressed by Father's pets, it's wooden leg too. Right?
Well, they ask if you'd like an ice version.
What happens when it melts on him?
It doesn't here, just ask them.
Would it melt outside of this area?
Yes,
Maybe they say, but hey, it would look cool.
that's true. You can carry it as a spare.
Okay, so end credits it is with that bad joke.